Filipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Filipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Filipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Filipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Filipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Filipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Filipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Filipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
Hello, PBA fans! It's Carla Lizardo Sulit and welcome to our 50th Commissioner's Cup live chat party dito sa ating One Sports YouTube channel presented by TapTap. Quarterfinals na ng ating Commissioner's Cup, and for our first game today, top seed and twice to beat NLEX are taking on the defending champions and ang ating number 8 seed TNT to open the PBA Commissioner's Cup quarterfinals. NLEX finished the elimination round strong as the top seed with a 10-2 record. It's the first time actually since 2019 that the Road Warriors have been able to clinch that top spot. The NLEX Road Warriors are coming off a 123 to 112 win over Titan Ultra in its elimination finale. KD Lalane, Robert Bolick, and Shawnee Winston combined for 78 points as the Road Warriors are entering the postseason on a 4-game win streak. On the other side of the fence, TNT actually absorbed a 93 to 86 loss in its elimination finale against Barangay Ginebra. Import Ball was dominant anew, dropping 33 points, but unfortunately he did not get the local support that he needed in his game. In that game, and TNT ended the eliminations on 6-6 and is actually just one loss away from seeing their title defense bid end here today. The last time that these two teams faced off against each other, TNT defeated NLEX 103 to 97. Tingnan natin ang ating playoff picture so far. So our first game na makikita sa quarterfinals will be NLEX versus TNT. Later on, we will see Magnolia contra Meralco. Then we have Phoenix versus Ginebra, and then Rain or Shine versus the San Miguel Beermen. So it's going to be an exciting quarterfinals para dito sa ating Commissioner's Cup. Let me know who you think yung papasok sa ating semifinals. Lulusot na ba ang NLEX today, or will TNT live for another day? Let's talk about the key players for these teams. Para dito sa NLEX Road Warriors, KD Lalane has really been a steady offensive force para dito sa NLEX, especially in their win against Titan Ultra, with 29 points, 20 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, he has been getting a lot of local support, especially from Robert Bolick and Shawnee Winston. Let's check out their stats on their last game. Si Robert Bolick had 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists, while Shawnee Winston had 24 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Let's hear from Shawnee himself as he talks about his role for the team as they are entering this next round.
Continue doing what we're doing. Continue to just do what we're doing, stay consistent. Don't let the foot off the gas, and don't back up now. Continue to work hard, continue to listen to our coaches, our game plan, and yeah, consistency.
Now that you have, I think, settled in at your role at NLEX, at what point, and I think in the conference, did you really know that you have to settle in this kind of role for NLEX? Like how many games, or at what point of the season did you have realized that this is going to be my role in NLEX moving forward?
Just talking to the coaching staff, they were just letting me know what they expected from me, and to just be another option. And then from the beginning, our coaching staff, when I first got traded here, they let me know what they expected from me.
This is the first playoff run para dito kay Shawnee Winston, and he is emphasizing that he wants to be consistent and he wants to be dependable para dito sa NLEX Road Warriors. So we will see how he will deliver for his team here today. Now, if you want a shout out, of course, let me know your name and where you are watching from. I know na ang daming nanonood na mga PBA fans from all around the world. Thank you so much for watching us dito sa ating One Sports YouTube channel. And if you want to send money to family in the Philippines, I'm reminding you that we have Tap Tap Send. Para sa mabilis, safe at sulit na padalove to the Philippines, download Tap Tap Send, the trusted remittance best friend of OFWs worldwide. And for the latest in the world of sports, please follow One Sports on YouTube, Facebook, X, Reddit, Instagram, and on TikTok. We'll be right back to talk more about this game, so stay right here.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang Tap Tap Send at gumagamit ka ba ng Tap Tap Send?
Yes, Tap Tap Send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
To our 50th Commissioners Cup live chat party dito sa ating One Sports YouTube channel presented by TapTap. Now let's talk about the key players from TNT, starting with Bol.
Bol continues to dominate para dito sa TNT and he exploded for another 30 piece despite TNT's last loss to Ginebra. Ang kanyang stats, 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 blocks. But
unfortunately, nag-struggle yung locals providing the support that their import needed. Calvin Oftana had 11 points, 3 rebounds, and Jason Castro was able to put up 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. So if TNT wants to get through to another game dito sa ating quarterfinals, the locals will need to step up and provide Bol the support that he needs. Now, I'm throwing out our question for the day. Again, this is our live chat party. So we want to hear your thoughts, yung mga PBA fans. Let us know the answer to this question. Which Gilas player do you think will step up today? Will it be Robert Bolick or Calvin Oftana? Let me know your thoughts in the chat. And again, kung gusto niyo nang magpa-shoutout, I will do that later on sa ating halftime. Just please let me know your name and where you are watching from. We've got fans from all around the world. So again, nagpapasalamat kami na you are watching the PBA dito sa ating One Sports YouTube channel. And reminding everyone na para sa mabilis, safe, at sulit na padalove to the Philippines, download TapTap Send, the trusted remittance best friend of OFWs worldwide. This is a digital money transfer, madali lang gamitin, and walang transfer fee to mobile banks and e-wallets. And of course, we have so many sports fans tuned in as well. For the latest in the world of sports, please go ahead and follow One Sports on YouTube, Facebook, X, Reddit, Instagram, and on TikTok. Magsisimula na ang ating laro. Punta na tayo sa ating venue.
This quarterfinals matchup between the TNT Tropang 5G and the NLEX Road Warriors. Let us now meet the starters. First for the TNT Tropang 5G. Point guard from Cagayan de Oro City, number 6, Ray Nambata. Shooting guard from Dumaguete City, number 8, Calvin Altana. Small forward from Talisay City, Cebu, number 16, R.R. Pogoy. Power forward from San Fernando, La Union, number 45, Brandon Ganuelas Rosser. And at center is a Tropang 5G's reinforcement, number 1, Bol Manud Bol. Coaching the Tropang 5G is Chot Reyes. It is now time to meet the starters for the NLEX Road Warriors. Point guard from Ormoc City, Leyte, number 8, Robert Bolick. Shooting guard from Olongapo City, Zambales, number 14, Shoni Winston. Small forward from Lawang Northern Summer, number 10, Rich J. Roger. Power forward from Santa Rita, Pampanga, number 33, Tony Semerad. And at center is the Road Warriors reinforcement, number 25, Caddy Lalane. Coaching the Road Warriors is John Luichico. Game officials are Ramel Gruta, Jerry Narandan, Carlo Vergara.
Referees for Game 1 of the quarterfinals will be Gruta, Narandan, Vergara, and Guy. Katabi nga po natin si Dominic Uy. Nandito rin si Miss Apple David. Roger Ray Pugoy making his first start of the tournament. Look at the firepower coming out of TNT.
Hindi lahat dyan para dito sa TNT pwedeng pumutos, whether one-on-one, off a pick and roll, or however they please.
TNT in the black kits. Nakaputi naman po ang top-seeded NLEX Road Warriors. It is going to be Caddy Lalane versus Bol Manud Bol, jumping it up front and center. Ball is up and in play as TNT will win the tip.
Good to see BGR as well back in the TNT lineup. Ray Nambata. Itong si Ray Nambata, ito inaasahan din nila na mag-shift into playoff mode. Itong si Ray Nambata, we all know that Nambata was the finals MVP in the conference that TNT won.
Lalane with the first rejection of the game. You talked about his blocks, 2.3 per outing.
Per game.
Mate-testing ng todo yan kontra dito kay Bol Manud Bol. Back when they played in March, Caddy Lalane, 25 points, 21 rebounds, 3 shot blocks. Manud Bol with a block at the other end.
Pinawian. That's for you guys, teammates. Diba basically na sinabi ni Bol. Our Pagoy off to an early start, being aggressive, trying to go to that basket, getting that foul.
Holding out on number 10,
Foul si RR kay RR. Di ba?
Pogoy was pleading for it. It ends up with Nambata. Back over to BGR. Brandon trying to power through Richie Roger. Pogoy kind of shuffled his feet there.
Like a little dance step.
Ball against the shot clock will miss. And it is Bolik who gets them into the attack zone. Berto kicks. Roger swings. Lalaine couldn't pull the trigger, drives closer. Caddy! Inilayo kay Manutbol.
Protected that basketball. Alam nila yung nangyari previously when, alam mo pagkakalaban mo kasi si ball, hindi ka po pwede masyado mag-fake. Kasi nakaka-timing siya. Nahabulin yung tira mo. And sometimes you think na unahan mo na. But even if how high you put that basketball up, naaabutan eh.
Testing yung poise ni Berto Bolik, Kenneth Brog. Alam naman natin born winner na yan si Berto. He's won on so many levels. He's got 3 NCAA championships. He's got a UAAP championship as well. Pero he hasn't found that kind of success here in the PBA.
And also as a team, very important yun, that the team believes that they can get into the semifinals. They were close a number of times already, itong Road Warriors, but haven't been able to make it as a team just yet.
Nambatak between the legs, pull up on top of Bolik, doesn't work. Lalaine para sa board. NLEX has a franchise. They're 12 years old, 12 taon na sila sa PBA, but they've only made the semis twice. First one was in the 2018 Philippine Cup, kung saan natalo sila sa Magnolia 4-2. And then sa 2021 Governor's Cup, natalo naman sila sa Barangay Nebra 3-1.
They're hoping that of recent, 5 years na sila hindi pupunta ng semifinals. Oh!
Ball wanted to slam it down the throat of Caddy Lalaine there. Hindi lang nakisama yung ring.
BGR, yun yung mga foul na ayaw mong i-give up nitong si BGR kasi wala na yun eh. That's already a defensive rebound. But look at ball. Look at how high he gets up there.
He's only been shooting 20% from the three-point line. A lot of pundits saying he's got to take it to the rack. That's exactly what he had in mind as an offensive foul is whistled on Lalaine.
Good call by the referees there.
Maagang substitution para dito sa TNT. Doubler, Jason Castro now coming in. Ayun o, yung tulak ni Lalaine.
Ayun.
Dinalawa pa nga eh. No?
Hindi, tsaka sinubo yung bola sa mukha eh. Pero naintindihan ko yung ginawa ni Lalaine doon. Paminsan gusto ko rin gawin sa'yo yun.
Madalas mong gustong gawin yun. Minsan lang.
Limited opportunities.
Oftana step back. Yun ang gusto kong gawin sa'yo. Kaso hindi rin
step
mo.
back?
Oh, kaso ganun din yung
Pagkakukuha
resulta.
naman natin yung bill sa restaurant, parang step back mo din.
Tony Semerad makes it a 5-0 start.
Tony Semerad, you know, we may not talk about him as much, but he has hit a lot of those crucial three-point shots from the corner pag humahabol itong Road Warriors.
He has been stroking it at 43% this tournament as Manut Ball. Saan lang doon si Semerad.
Could have gotten away with an extension of that left arm.
That finally got TNT on the board here. Roger working against Castro. Lalaine catch and shoot. Nice rebound there by Semerad. Lalaine for three. Napaganda body.
Offensive rebound and a three-point shot for Lalaine. That's an 8-2 start para sa Road Warriors.
Pogoy attacking the defense of Bolik. BGR down the middle.
I like how physical NLEX here at the start of the ball game.
Take another look at that triple from Caddy. Hatid sa atin ang Arena Plus Sportsbook. Ganda ng rebound and assist doon ni Tony. As BGR is at the line. He's missed some time as well. He's missed 3 games so far. Or 2 games para dito sa TNT. Averaging close to 9 points, 4 rebounds per game. In about 22 minutes of action.
Ito, kala ng Barker natin, heading was gonna come in for Pogoy. But really, he's coming in for BGR. Kita mo, bilis ng ikot ng tao ni Coach Chota. So meaning if his scorers are not getting going early, pinapalitan niya.
Tayo rin, magbilis tayo ng balasa. Balikan natin si Apple.
Tulad na nakikita natin, may mga nagbabalik na rest back for both teams. BGR nga, after missing 2 games due to an ankle sprain. Starter siya tonight, although hindi pa rin daw to 100%. Medyo guarded yung kanyang movement. For NLEX naman, Kevin Alas, who's been sidelined for the past 3 weeks, was given clearance to play and was able to get 2 practices in with the team.
Yan ang magandang balita, mga pagbabalik na mga injured, ano? Alam mo, baka kasama rin sa diskarte ng bilis ng balasa dito is the humidity inside the building. Ang init sa labas, may sira yung aircon dito sa loob. Eh, may hirap.
Sigurado ka? May sira?
Oo eh. Parang ikaw daw eh. Sabi, ano nangyari sa aircon? Parang si Dong.
Mainit.
Ibig sabihin, gano'n.
Ikaw may sabi nun.
Alam mo, it reminds me of yung mga ganitong pagkakataon. You gotta play through it. You're a professional. Yung 2014 finals sa NBA kung saan si LeBron James biglang nag-cramps. Sino kaya ang tatagal sa mga player na to? Shawnee Winston goes back door.
You also have to remember, we play in out-of-town games and the temperature is obviously different. Alam naman natin, sobrang init ngayon sa Pilipinas. Nandun nga ako sa labas kanina, may dumadaan ng mga bumbero. Nagsispray ng tubig.
Baka daw kasi hindi ka pa naliligo. Sabi, mukhang hindi naliligo si Sirs doon.
Kung yun ang objective nila, mali. Kasi nasa loob pa ako ng kotse.
Ayan. Referee's gonna look at that last one. If it was a goaltender or not. Berto convinced it should count.
But you look at TNT, they're going really small.
Umanda na ba? O hindi pa? Sakto ba?
Well, yun, paakit pa lang yung bola. Pero ang tanong kung tumama na ng board or hindi.
LJ Gonzalez ipinasok na ni Coach Jong Richico. LJ trying to go pick and roll with Lalaine. Caddy on the pop, takes a 3. That's his second one for the game.
He's got 8 points in the ballgame. 8 of the 13 para dito sa Road Warriors. And a smooth start para sa NLEX. Good ball movement, good hustle, physical defense. TNT hindi pa nakakasabay.
Timeout na to atin sa atin ang Solaire Online. Play the game your way on the Solaire Online Sportsbook.
Not one shot is a good shot. Okay? Molten, our official ball. Dr. Felix, our trusted post-game ball.
Automatic field.
Official home innovation.
Let's go straight down to away for ball. Ball here. Jordan. Okay. Whoever Bolik is guarding. Okay. Baka ikaw to. Roger. Okay. Roger. Calvin, Jordan. Okay. We go through. Screen away. Okay. Go and attack.
Wala pa kami na-accomplish. The last 2 conferences, we were in the top 4 also. Yung last conference, we were supposed to be, for whatever reason, kay Berto, but we also had a chance, di ba? So, wala pa naman na-accomplish yan. We're just in number 1 in the eliminations. So, it's something to be happy about, but it's nothing to be satisfied about.
We've been talking about NLEX has found success the last 3 conferences, including this one. Pag-elimination round. Correct. Pero sabi nga ni Coach Jong Yuchix, wala pa silang nararating dahil hindi pa makausad into the semis.
Lalo na champion coach yan, si Coach Jong Yuchix, di ba? So,
yung
maka quarterfinals ka, mag-top ka ng team standings, wala yun. Di ba? That's one goal, but at the end of the day, wala pa silang napuprove. And he wants to keep that and make that clear.
Ball Manut Ball finally hits a 4. The first for him here in the PBA.
Before the timeout, 13-4 yung score. Pero after no timeout, 15 na. Ano nangyari?
Inimbestigahan nga yung goaltending kanina. Sabi sa'yo, imbestigahan na red card.
Counted.
Goaltending. During the dead ball, of course, nakita nila na bumanda na nga yung layup kanina ni Bolig. Kaya 15-8 tayo ngayon. Gagawin ni Ball na 5 na lang ang inababol ng Tropang 5G.
You know what I like about Ball, Manu Ball? He's always fired up. He's a competitor. Ayaw niyang natatalo. Yun lang, he needs the help of his teammates so he can keep that fire all throughout na hindi nauubusan.
Another thing he needs is to improve his free throw shooting. Playoff time na to, he is stroking it at just 61% from that distance.
And you know, he gets fouled a lot, right? So kinakailangan talaga that, you know, he maybe bring it up to 70, 75%. Missing that free throw.
He goes to the line close to, he takes close to 12 free throw attempts per game.
11.83 to be exact.
Ba? Galing mo ah.
Nakita ko yung calculator mo.
Castro sa kabila. Gets the basket at hindi pang foul.
That's the beauty of having a Jason Castro. You have the experience. You have the speed. You have the respect of the entire team. You add that extra oomph dito kay Jason Castro. When I talk about oomph, meaning pag hawak niya yung bola, alam mo kasing good things will happen.
Speaking of good things that are about to happen, matatagdagan na naman yung napakatinding resume na ni Jason Castro because with those 3 points, he's now just 5 points away from joining the 10,000 point club dito sa PBA.
And the last one, nakasali dyan si Arwin Santos, who joined that elite club.
Back in 2022 pa yun.
Oo.
Ito si Jason Castro, sporting number 17, his legendary digits throughout his storied career.
Ikaw, ano ba jersey number mo?
Wala namang nagtiwala magbigay sa jersey.
Hindi ngayon yung liga nyo.
9. Boy Beats.
Not Samboy,
And Samboy, pero Boy Beats talaga. As kinikwento natin, si Castro can become the 17th member.
Yep.
Of that 10,000 point club.
Can you imagine, in 50 years, 17 lang ang nakaabot dyan? Diba, ganun kahirap.
In 50 years, wala pang 1,300 na manlalaro ang nakapanik dito sa entablado ng PBA.
Meron mga nakapanik doon sa entablado, pero hindi doon sa court.
Ano lang, nandun lang.
Ay, isa na ako doon. Diba?
Pogs. Yung tablado ng tumak yung sinasabi mo.
Oh, di ba doon naman? Oh, R.R. Pogoy holding on to his right ankle.
Got tripped out there by Winston. Alam naman niyang hindi siya dyan. But look at the pain. He's wincing in pain right now, Dom. Alam natin si
Ayan, tingnan mo yung kanang. R. Pogoy will play through any pain. Basta mabigyan mo ng clearance. Paminsan nga kahit walang clearance, maglalaro pa rin yan eh. Just a fighter.
At 33 years old, hindi pa rin nawawala yung fire from under. Etong si R. Pogoy, the proud son of Miglanila, Cebu, of course. He was a part of that 2016 special draft.
Yes.
Di ba? And he has spent his entire career with this TNT franchise.
Ang bilis no? 10 taon na sa liga.
Nabitin. Pangalawang free throw. 15-14, Wari. Comeback here by TNT.
Magu, ever since that timeout, di pa nakakaskor ang NLEX,
Bolig trying to dump it in. Napin down na si Jason. No other recourse but to foul etong si Racal.
And they've scored 10 points in 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Anong kabilis?
And expected mo yun if you're the Road Warriors. Hindi yung magugulat ka na, uy, ang bilis makabalik, ang bilis makapuntos. That's just how the TNT is. They've got a lot of firepower coming from everywhere.
Both coaches now really shuffling their men. Shawnee Winston to the bench. Balik sa sahig si Richie Rogers. Sa kabila naman si BGR. Nakabalik na para sa TNT. Gonzalez out of FEU. Was bumped there by Heading.
Blocking foul number 15, Jordan Heading. That's his first foul. 4 on the Tropang 5G. 14 seconds to shoot.
Roger surveys. Pupunta ulit siya kay LJ.
Love how patient the Road Warriors are with their offense.
Balling on the move, kicks it out. LJ from deep. No go. Alam mo, nung unang nagkita to, nung March 22, mas marami pang na pasok na tres ang NLEX kaysa sa TNT. They had 13 in that game. Uncharacteristic para sa TNT to not hit as many. Anim lang para sa TNT, but they still found a way to pick up the victory.
That's a foul on Ball. Pang-una lang yan. And itong Road Warriors, di ba? Mahigit isang linggo ang bakasyon. So you talk about being fresh in terms of the legs. Ang tanong dyan, the sharpness.
Yun.
NLEX on a 4-game winning streak. Ito namang TNT, 3-game losing streak at kakalaro lang nila nung linggo.
Bahio now part of the 5. As they swing it over to Gonzalez. LJ trying to get rid of heading. Goes to the other side. Roger back to LJ. The push shot rims out.
Almost in, but still nothing for the Road Warriors. Scoreless in what, close to 3 minutes.
Jason diving in. Ball batted back by Lalaine for the steal. Here comes Balling. Bahio gives it up to Lalaine. Nice fake by Caddy, pero nandun si Jason.
That's the second time that Jason Castro has been able to tie up itong si Caddy Lalaine and force a stop for TNT.
Bolick will be trooping to the bench for the first time. Cyrus Torres in the game. Para kina Coach Jong. In that first run, Bolick only had 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting, a rebound and an assist. Let's see how he does mamaya sa kanyang pagbabalik. Heading gives it up to Jason. Foul away from play.
Could be on Gonzalez. That's free throws. Free throws for TNT. By my count, that's the 4th miss.
Pangatlo pa lang yata.
Pangatlo pa lang ba? Hindi pa nag-update. Ganun mo, scroll down mo.
4 of 6 to eh. Di magiging 4 of 7. Tingnan natin. Sino kaya ang tama? Yung official site o si Dom?
Malamang.
Ayaw pa eh. Dapat 5 of 8 ngayon yan lahat.
Kaya nga by my count, sabi ko eh. So ilan ba, Roy? Ilan talaga?
Waiting. As Gonzalez will get it over to the lane. Game tied at 15. Caddy finally breaks the silence for the Road Warriors. Oh, and Caddy and BGR forehead to forehead here.
Halos nagkikis-kisan na eh.
Sabi mo nga, grabe yung physicality. First quarter pa lang di. Bahio with a personal. Both teams in the penalty. Pero bago yung mga free throws, may timeout muna tayo. 2:57 remaining in this opening quarter. Take another look at that Caddy Lalaine J. And of course, the stare down right after this. Timeout tayo atin sa atin ng Solaire Online. Play the game your way on the Solaire Online Sportsbook.
Cyrus. Okay, Richie. There, they are here. Okay, pin down. Boom. Boom. All right. Okay. Cyrus, bring down. And then play big ball.
Hey, after you steal.
No.
So far, Ball Manood Ball has taken 7 of the 12 field goal attempts para dito. Sa TNT, ang problema doon sa 5 field goal attempts ng rest of the team, isa pa lang ang bumapasok kay Jason Castro. Ball's got 8 points so far.
Well, that's the thing. That's what we were saying. Alam mo naman na makakakuha siya ng bola. Alam mo that when you give that basketball in his hands, good things can happen. But you look at what he's made. He's made 3 of, and then he's missed 4. So yun nga ang okay na yan, pero ang tanong yung mga iba. Ano bang klaseng puntos ang magagawa ng kanyang mga teammates? And we talked about free throws. Kanina, mali yung bilang ko. 5 of 8 eh.
Ngayon nag 2 for 2.
Oh.
70.
Kaya
mong i-percentage.
70%.
Yeah, ang galing.
Madali yun eh.
Dr. J is smiling.
Pahirapan mo naman ako.
Proud na proud si Dr. J. Natutunan mo yun. LJ kicks. Roger releases. And he's one of their better three-point shooters percentage-wise. So Richie Roger doesn't take as many, but he is shooting at 57%.
And what I like about Richie Roger is hindi siya nagre-reklamo pag hindi siya napapasahan. He knows what he's in there. He's there to play defense initially.
Ball gets it deep. Pangalawang beses nang di nakikisama yung ring kay Manut.
Oo nga eh. Pero kita mo kung si Bahio talagang wala ka talagang magagawa. You gotta push him out and make it difficult for him. Try not to let him get that basketball.
Lalaine at the right baseline doesn't work. Nambatak is back on. Stingray was part of the starting unit, was pulled out early. As Ball will attack again.
Bahia caught holding there with the left hand.
And one opportunity for Ball. Sabi mo, huwag patanggapin sa loob. Yung matake galing sa labas.
Pero kita mo yung kaliwang kamay, nakahawak si Bahio. You won't be able to get away with that. Especially if you're guarding an import. Kasi lahat nakatingin.
12 puntos na para dito kay Ball. Make that 13. As TNT has now taken a 2-point lead. 22-20.
13 of the 22 points coming from their import.
Torres in motion. Nambatak giving chase. Lalaine with a pick. Torres on the move. Got rid of Stingray. That's an offensive foul on Cyrus.
Giving up 20 fouls to the Road Warriors in the first quarter. Kumbaga kung gaano kaganda yung una, yung simula nitong NLEX, how smooth the offense was. Now not the same. Remember nung pumasok yung Jason Castro, he was able to make some stops. Didn't, he had a bucket, but yung stops, yung intensity on the defensive end, yun ang naging difference ngayon ng TNT. Bogoy also back on the floor now.
Ar looking for his first field goal tonight. He gives it up the ball. Semerad could not do anything.
You did, right? That's basically the best that you can do. You make him shoot over you.
Balling back on the floor. Forced to kick it back out. Torres from the punches it through.
Cyrus Torres, one of those young guys that needs to be able to get his confidence going and get that experience playing in playoff basketball.
Pang-anim na NLEX player na siyang nakascore this game from the field. As Oftana steps through for this one to become just the third TNT guy to get a field goal.
That's key. They need the locals to be able to score. Kasi pag hindi hawak ni Ball yung bola, that means nakakapahinga siya ng bahagya. Na hindi niya kailangan araruhin yung depensa niya.
Bertos got ball. He kicks it over. Semerad. Di ubra sa tres. Lalaine para sa rebound. Balling quick trigger. Berto going to work and we are tied at 26.
On the other hand, itong Road Warriors, di ba balansyado yung scoring eh.
Yeah. 6 different guys.
Yeah.
As Nambata kicks. First quarter winding down. Ball almost lost it. Would have counted if it had stuck. But that'll do it for the first 12. Grabing pagbagan to. Takla tayo, Limdong.
Game of runs is what we saw in that first quarter. In the first 6 minutes, NLEX Road Warriors pretty much in control of that. 15-4 para dito sa Road Warriors. Pero nung pagpasok ng second group nitong TNT, they made some stops. They got things going. Manute Ball able to score. And the other guys coming to score as well. We're talking about Jason Castro. At after 12 minutes, tight ang ating laban, 26-26.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
On one end, Manute Ball has 17 points on 6 of 12 shooting. Sama mo pa ng 6 na rebound. Ito naman si Cathy Lalane. Hindi masyado nagpapatambak. 10 points on 4 of 8 shooting from the field. He's got 9 rebounds already and a steal and a block. So Cathy Lalane doing Cathy Lalane things. Sabi nga natin, hindi ganun kabigat na scoring ang inaasahan sa kanya. Pero yung all-around game, yan ang sinasandala ng NLEX.
Blocks, rebounds, that toughness inside ang inaasahan itong NLEX Road Warriors. Him being that rim protector.
Second quarter now underway. It is going to be Bolik with Semerad, Winston, Torres, and Lalane. Katapat si Ball. Pogoy, andyan dyan din. Si Williams, Nambata, and Oftana. NLEX really leaning on that outside shot, trying to open up the defense of TNT.
6 ang 3-point shots itong NLEX in the first quarter. TNT with none.
Oftana. Inside the ball. Back to Calvin. 2-man game para dito sa mga nakaitim. Fort to shoot. Ball takes it. Sabit si Lalane.
All players, please proceed to the shaded area and drop your respective benches.
Cathy Lalane leading with the official saying it was Ball who jumped into him.
They're going to challenge that.
Challenge ba o landing spot yung iniimbestigan?
Mukhang landing spot niya.
Landing spot niya. Pero baka regular foul kasi tumalon din naman si Lalane. Tingnan natin.
Pushing foul on number 25, Cathy Lalane.
Regular foul.
That's his third
Ang
foul.
problema, pangatlo na, Hindi mo matcha-challenge yan dahil automatic review di ba?
Yes.
And Ball giving Lalane his opinion here. And Cathy, sabit naman. You sabit me, dude.
May ganun. Natutunan niya yun.
You're sabit Tama ba, David?
Tama kayo dyan, pero alam nyo ba, nung huling huddle ni Coach Chot Reyes, there are really more plays drawn for the local. You'd see the conscious effort na makuha nitong mga local tropang 5G yung kanilang offensive game. And on defense naman, rebounding ang emphasis. On the side of NLEX, si Bahiyo, nasample lang ni kay Coach Jongy Chico. Tama na daw kaka-foul. They have to do early work, makipag-posisyon na ng maaga. Dagdag pa dyan, madali masyado nakukuha ni Ball yung bola, so pressure on the ball passer. Balik sa inyo.
Ilang beses mo sinabi yung Ball in that sentence? Free ball para kay Torres dito sa kabila. And then NLEX is back ahead, 29-28. Ball has 19 of the 28 points on TNT.
Well, we talked about balance, we talked about support. Hindi pa natin nakikita yan for TNT. You know, in the first 3 quarters, you know, you can see na, oh, sige, okay pa yan. Pero in the fourth quarter, kasi napapagod eh.
Oftana fly by 3. He knew it was a miss. Lalain para sa board.
Especially if you keep on attacking itong si Ball.
Bolik.
Para kay Torres dapat yun eh.
And sinasabi ni Bolik na nahataw siya dito sa half court.
Hinawakan, oo.
Nawakan siya. Hinataw siya ni Ball. We saw it right in front of us, Steve.
Yep.
Action will continue though. TNT catching a break.
Oh, Ball. Nahulog dun sa sahig, ha? Ano nangyari dun?
Ball trying to muscle his way through. Turnaround jumper. No. Bahio para sa board.
And that's what you want if you're Semerad. Na ididiin ka ng gano'n. Kasi nakakapagod doon yung banggaan. So he may make his shots in the first, second, third quarter, but in the fourth quarter, well, let's see if he can still make it.
Torres with a unforced error there.
So fouls, sinabi ni Apple kanina, di ba? Ang dami nga kasing fouls. They gave up 11 free throws in the first quarter.
Plus the 2 early in the second round. Henry Galinato making his first appearance. Si Ball ang papalitan dito ni Henry. So let's see how the all-Filipino 5 now of TNT can perform here. Ball's having a running conversation with somebody over at the far end.
Both teams resting their imports right now.
Si Paul dahil pagod na, yung isa dahil tatlo pa.
Yes. But I think that's a good decision to rest the ball right now. Labanan ng locals ngayon.
Semerad kept Galinato away from the board. Here comes Winston. Shawnee. Tupolig down the gun of the D. Ang lapit naman ng bali. Too small, sabi ni Pilita Corrales. Bali, pang Pilita. Ang bata gusto bumawi. We're gonna see that layup again. Grabing bali ang ginamit ni Bolik. Lampas bewang eh.
Frustrated kasi siya kasi pakiramdam niya dapat natawagan ng foul itong si Ball Manutbol kanina. Attacking this basket. Look at that. Protecting that basketball with his body. Binapa. And then pasok. Pag ikaw gumawa nun.
Wala pa rin.
ER.
Reyna Bata gets a 3. Kailangan yung bird malapit sa hospital. Tabla tayo sa 31.
Oh, that's a good 3. That's the first 3-point shot made by TNT. Done by Reyna Bata.
Balling against BGR. Should have the speed advantage. Galinato pa nag-switch. Berto dumps it. JB naibit. Semerad. One dribble pull-up. No good. Tapiga. Nahabulin ni Shawnee. But saves it to the wrong man.
And this is what TNT wants. When they are all Filipino, they like to run. You know that they like to increase that pace, especially when it's Bagoy down there, or in there rather, with Reyna Bata.
Calvin Oftana with a gung-ho drive picks up a foul on Bolik. Pinapa-challenge ni Berto. And habang hindi pa naabot kay Oftana yung bola, nag-grant na yung challenge niya. Now we got the first official challenge. Ayaw nilang ma-foul si Bolik dahil magiging pangatlo na rin eh, di ba? Si Lalain may tatlo na. If this sticks, it'll be the third on Robert. Kaya challenge siya ni Gertrude.
And makikita mo ano rin yun eh. Robert Bolik asked the coaching staff to challenge it and they gave it to him.
Okay, meron ng desisyon.
Mabilis.
It's gonna be a big one for NLEX. Game is tied at 31. Early second pa lang to.
After po ng review, nagkaroon po ng illegal contact sa kamay si Bolek. Hacking ang tinawag against Oftana. Therefore, the challenge of NLEX Road Warriors is not successful.
Kita doon sa replay sa forearm dominant. Yung tama.
Ang pakiramdam kasi ni Robert Bolick, not enough. Right? Meron talaga. Right? But ang pakiramdam niya, not enough. We could see that clearly there was contact.
So Calvin Oftana is at the line here. All important points coming up para dito sa TNT. 3 points in the game para kay Calvin. He's the only other guy not named Ball who is averaging in double digits para sa Tropang 5G.
Isa pa nga?
Diba?
Isa pa nga?
O siya lang yung local. Gulo mo Kasi sumunod sa kanya 8.7 na lang heading. Ay, ni
Nambatak.
Ni BGR. BGR 8.7, heading 8.3. Diba? Ito si Oftana, 14 average.
But still below last conference, which he's averaging about 16.
Bolick wanting that pick. Hindi naman ginamit. Natula si Roger Ray. Bolick. Humingi ng foul on the pass and it is granted.
Foul number 32, Henry Carly Jr. Substitution, Richie Roger for Robert Bolick.
And Coach Jong ayaw na muna.
Yes, hindi mo isusugal. Ito na
Tsaka may init ulo. Init ulo ni Berto.
Well, that's all that fire inside for Robert Bolick.
He's aching to get this team to the semi-final round. Conference in, conference out, he's always in the running for BPC. Pero kailangan niya nasa at least semis ka para talagang makuha yan.
You can be a really good player or a great player. But the question is, are you able to lead your team? Diba? Lead your team to a different level.
Nambata. Bouncing over to Galinato. Henry creating the space.
I'm talking of leading, and that's what he wants to do. He wants to be able to show it here in the PBA that he can do it. Sinabi mo nga kanina, sa college, niya. TNT zoning up now.
Bahio to the other corner. It is Winston who comes up short. Bahio kept it alive. Roger will lay it home.
Keep working on that. Try to get those taps and the offensive rebounds. Alam mo, rebounds will win you, definitely win you games. But defense and rebounds will win you championships as well.
BGR almost tripped. Recovered just in time for the hook. Palitan ng lamang dito sa second quarter.
This is a really good run for TNT. That they're able to get their locals going as well para pagdating mamaya pag kinakailangan pagpalitan ng ball.
Pabatang tres para dito kay Rogers.
They had 6 3-point shots in the first quarter and now dagdagan pa ng dalawa pa.
Richie Roger now with a conference high 8-point performance. Second quarter pa lang tayo. Oftana trying to decide what to do. He's got Semerat in front. Calvin got rid of him, but couldn't get it to stick. Galinato doing the dirty work. Jordan in and out on the three.
Had enough time to be able to line that up. Lumabas lang para kay Jordan Heading.
Bahio diving in. Nice fake. Kumapit naman para dito kay JB. And Lex now up by 4, forcing TNT into this timeout as we near the halfway mark of this second frame. JB Bahio, no ball underneath. Inatake kagad niya. Ito si Henry forcing a timeout from TNT. Timeout na to, din sa atin ang Solaire Online. Play the game your way on the Solaire Online Sportsbook.
Substitutions, Jason Castro for Raymond Bata, ball for Henry Gali.
Taking a look at the shooting from the Tropang 5G. Kukumpara natin yung ginagawa nila back in the Philippine Cup at ngayong Commissioner's Cup. Perimeter points, so minus 12 ngayon.
Well, yan ang problema talaga ng TNT. The shooting really has been a problem. And you know, when you look at TNT, you know, throughout their existence, parating yung perimeter shooting yan.
Yun nga sinasabi ni Coach Chot nung frustrate na siya somewhere in the middle of their campaign as LJ took it away from ball. Gonzalez walks it home. Ang mga bata ng NLEX. Sabi ni Coach Chot, di ba? We're a team of shooters who can shoot. Heading, 28%. Pugoy, 27%. Etong si Lambatang, 16% lang. Di ba? Bumagsak talaga yung perimeter scoring nila. Sumabit si Bahio doon sa labanan sa rebound. Sabi ni Ball, wala akong ginagawa, sumabit lang siya.
Just so tall.
Dominic Fajardo in the game for the first time siya napituan ng foul.
A lot of free throws for TNT. 8 of 11 ng first quarter for TNT. Alam mo ba, itong Road Warriors, wala pang free throw attempt pa.
They've been shooting a lot of threes, but to be a quarter and a half into it, medyo off nga na. Hindi pa kayo nagagawa ng free throw. Ball now shooting 6 of 9 from that free throw line, 66%. Gonzalez over to Fajardo. Paalala natin, sa mga ngayon na nag-tune in, 3 na po ang personal foul ni Cathy Lalaine, import ng NLEX, pati ni Berto Bolic, kaya pareho sila nakaupo, pero lamang pa rin na 5 ang Road Warriors. LJ penetrates. Bahio looking for that corner shooter, loses it on the way in.
The defense of TNT has definitely gotten better after the first 6 minutes.
Oftana for 3. Nope. Bahio with a board. Siya na rin nagtabid. Bahio going wall to wall. And one para dito kay JB.
Oh, you gotta love JB Bahio. He is not one to back down. Going strong all the way to the basket.
BGR shaking up after this one, D.
Tumama dun sa panga ni BGR.
And a challenge is issued here by Coach Chot. Kasi unti-unti na namang lumalaki ang abante dito ng NLEX.
Look at that right shoulder of Bahio.
Hindi overextended eh. It was right in his cylinder.
Pero papunta rin siya dun. So let's see what the referees will see. This is actually a tough ball. Could go either way. And makita mo, kung siya yung nag-create ng contact, siya yung lumapit, then could be called an offensive foul.
Pwede na bang balik na rin? I know they can say no foul or it was a foul, but I'm not sure if they can switch it up. Eto, pakinggan natin. Waiting for the official announcement.
After reviewing the play, natamaan po sa ulo gamit ang balikat ni Bahio si Matt Ganuelas Roser. So therefore, the challenge of Tokentex is successful, resulting into jump ball.
So they wave off the basket.
And jump ball. So tama ka, hindi pwedeng balik na rin.
So it's an inadvertent whistle. Pero dahil nakuha yung advantage with that move, hindi naman pwedeng gawing offensive foul, ginawa na lang jump ball.
Pero possession ng TNT.
Didn't they say jump ball?
No basket, it's an offensive foul.
It was switched to an offensive foul.
So offensive foul.
So it is possible. Yun na nga. Now we know.
Pangatlo. Third personal foul na yan ni Bahiyo.
So sama-sama sila sa vapor. Neto ni Bolik in the lane. So TNT will have possession. Those 2 points have been waived. It's just a 5-point game. 42-37 is the score. Castro gives it up. Ovdana. Out of bounds on the sideline. Saying tinulak daw siya ni Rogers. Sabi na Rep, nakatayo lang. Emotions running high now, Dom. And this all-important encounter between the top-seeded NLEX Road Warriors and the defending champs.
Ang hinihingi ni Oftana, may tulak daw. Meron, may konting tulak, pero not enough. Yun di ba? Because nakaangat yung bola, he did not have the center of gravity low enough na yung tulak, makikita ng referee na mauurong siya.
Winston going to work. Doesn't work on the J. Oftana with the board. NLEX still looking good. Their key players on the bench with 3 fouls, but still holding a 5-point lead. Ball on the attack, kicks it out, extra pass. Oftana fly by. Bounces home.
Well, we talked about TNT not making any threes in the first quarter. In this quarter, nakakadalawa na. Itong tropang 5G.
Parehong kay Oftana. NLEX looking for a way to stay ahead.
Actually, isa kay ng bata.
Kapala. Bahiyo with a 14-footer. Nope. An opportunity for TNT to tie or reclaim the lead. Castro goes across. Oftana almost muffed that one. Ball for 4. Nakaisa yan kaninang first. This time the Quintis. LJ will survey Bahiyo. Hindi ginamit ni Gonzalez. A big take. Get away by Jason. That's going to be a foul on Bahiyo. That'll be his 4th.
Oo, pang-apat yun.
Yun ang masakit.
And it'll be reviewed. Kung magiging transition take foul yun.
Whether he wanted to give up a duty foul or not, he had 3 fouls already.
Yes.
They might have been better off giving up a layup.
Ngayon, sigurado kailangan i-upo si JB Bahiyo. Ito yung sinasabi natin kanina, 16 fouls already for the Road Warriors. 6 lang para sa TNT.
Regular foul on Bahiyo. There was a play on the ball.
Pero ilang beses nang nakastop itong si Doubler Jason Castro.
Grabe, no?
How many steals does he have? How many stops?
Second official steal pa lang niya, pero yung kanina pa siya, di ba? Yung mga stops niya.
When he jammed import twice.
Take another look at this Oftana 3. Hatid sa atin ang Arena Plus Sportsbook.
Kahit na-shoot ni Calvin Oftana, parang hindi pa rin malinis.
Castro now with a total of 4 points, and he's now 4 points away from the 10,000 point club to be the 17th member sa kasaysayan ng PBA. Kobuntin in the game for the first time, as well as Brandon Ramirez naman para sa NLEX. Jason goes 2 for 2.
Very important, the guys coming off the bench to be able to provide yung quality minutes na hindi bababa yung laro, especially when you're up.
Johnny trying to slither his way through. LJ to Ramirez, 3-ball, good!
We talked about quality minutes. And Ramirez knocking down that 3-point shot. Kakapasok lang yan.
That's 3-pointer number 9 for NLEX ngayong Miyerkules. Kobuntin gusto bumawi. Babalik niya kay Jason. Doubler is fouled again. Kanina pa penalty ang NLEX.
At his age and how many injuries has he gone through, he's still quicker than majority of the guards in the PBA.
He's 39, turning 40 this coming June. Di ka maniniwala pag nakita mo paano kumilos etong si Doubler. Time out muna tayo atin sa atin ng Solaire Online. Play the game your way on the Solaire Online Sportsbook. Patuloy ang ating pagtutok sa quarterfinal round ng ating Commissioner's Cup. Boscom Willie Marshall, listening in on Boss Al Francis Chua and Governor Jason Webb. Mr. Governor?
Kaibigan natin yan.
He's your friend.
Oh. Ako lang kaibigan, hindi ikaw.
Ito mga kaibigan natin.
Yun.
Dapat natin pasalamatan dahil po napakainit ng pagtanggap sa ating Commissioner's Cup and promise ngayong playoffs na.
Sigurado.
Mas gaganda pa mga labanan.
Alam mo, maganda na. Ang dami talagang nanonood ng PBA. May not be here in the stands live, but watching it on TV, watching it in the different platforms that we offer the PBA.
Alam mo kung sino pinupuntahan nila ng live? Si Miss Apple.
Yes, Magueno, pinag-usapan nyo kanina yung milestone na malapit nang makuha ni Jason Castro. Isa lang daw realization niya, ang tagal na daw niya sa liga. Nakakatuwa to have that opportunity to be part of such an elite list. Pero kung hindi daw sila mananalo ngayon, kahit wag na muna daw niya makuha. Balik sa inyo.
Yun ang mas importante para kay Castro. He gives up the assist of Tana for the 3. Jason Castro was the 3rd overall pick back in 2008. Yung rights para ma-acquire yung pick niya, traded pa si Jay Washington.
Oo.
Ganun katiwala si Coach Chok.
Ang maganda, makuha niya at manalo rin sila. Yun ang perfect scenario para kay Jason Castro.
Tabla tayo sa 47. Winston, hindi titira yan. Nandun si Ball. Torres lights it up with his second free.
Napaganda pa. Waited a little bit. Alam niya malaking chance na masumpalpal siya. Giving up that basketball to Cyrus Torres.
A minute and a half now remaining dito sa ating second quarter. NLEX looking to book that semi-final ticket for only the 3rd time in their franchise history. That would have been historical, but it's a miss. Oftana shows him how it's done.
What a rebound and assist by Jordan Henley.
Alvin Oftana heating up in the second quarter. Aking kapatid, pero lang pag si Dom ang kapatid mo, 50-50. Winston pull up. Ayaw ng jumper ni Shawnee ngayon, ha?
Oo. Medyo maalat.
Usually, mga panglista na yung mga ganun 14 to 17 footer na eh. Jason going to work. LJ giving chase. Castro diving in. Natagaan ni Semirad palabas sa baseline. Alvin Oftana has scored 10 of his 12 points in the second quarter. Nagmintis nga lang sa pagkakataon niya.
That was a heat check. Defense was right there.
Nakakatatlong tres na si Calvin. Ngayong second. Gonzalez getting additional instruction from assistant coach Borgie Hermida. Ramirez will offer the pick. Ball switches over. Ramirez gets it back to LJ. Nice step through, getting rid of ball.
He knew exactly what he was doing. He had the advantage with the quickness. He was very patient. Nakikita mo pwede niya nang itira actually yung step back. But waited for ball to actually fly by, then step through, getting that 2 points.
This is a filthy move, D.
And look at that. Kala mo yan, lusot na. Pwede na ba? Oh, hindi pa. Shot big. Step in. And look at that. 2 points for LJ.
NLEX up by 2. They are battling right now. They may be the top seed, but they do not want to go into sudden death versus the defending champs, D.
Well, this is the thing, right? If you're NLEX, you want to be able to already finish this. Pero ikaw ang TNT, napakahirap na talunin na itong TNT when you have a super import and then now the locals are coming alive. What we've seen right now, itong si Calvin Oftana, 10 of his 12 points. Getting here in that second quarter, helping their team. TNT now down by 2 points.
Manute Ball, 17 points in that first quarter. Only 3 in the second, but the rest of the team has really pumped in the points here.
At matagal na pahinga itong si Ball, and they were able to just keep the game close, and that's what you want if you're a TNT.
First half winding down. Pogoy trying to beat the buzzer. And look at Coach Jung. pump his fist in the air dahil they dodged the bullet there and they get to take a 2-point lead into the break. Playoff action dito sa RPTV, the intensity through those first 24.
You gotta love how these players have come out. You can see all the fire in their eyes, trying to make moves, trying to extricate themselves from the defense, and you can see how important this game is. NLEX have a twice-to-beat advantage. TNT wants to be able to extend this series. We're gonna see 24 minutes of action after this.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang na.
Filipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Filipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Filipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang na.
Filipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Filipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
Hi everyone, I'm Carla Lizardo Sulet, welcoming you back to our 50th Commissioners Cup live chat party dito sa ating One Sports YouTube channel presented by TapTap. We are at the half of our first quarterfinals matchup dito sa ating Commissioners Cup, TNT taking on NLEX. NLEX is up by 2 points at the half, 52-50 po ang ating score. Once again, NLEX has the twice to beat advantage in this game, but the defending champs, TNT, are trying to keep their hopes alive dito sa ating Commissioners Cup. Kaya naman dikit na dikit ang ating laban so far. Both these teams are giving it their all. NLEX already wanting to advance to the semifinals here today. But TNT is saying, wait lang, lalaban pa talaga kami dito. Let's look at the stats. So far, NLEX is leading the way when it comes to their shooting. Sa rebounds, 27-16. Sa kanilang assists, moving the ball better, 14-7. And their perimeter points, 32-16. Pero dito nasasaktan ng NLEX because they are also leading sa kanilang turnovers, 11-5. And TNT is really taking advantage of that. And they are also up with their fouls, 17 fouls compared to 6 para dito sa TNT. So it's gonna be an interesting discussion for both of these teams at the half. Again, dikit na dikit pa ang ating laban. Titingnan natin kung anong mga adjustments ang gagawin nitong TNT and NLEX as we enter into the second half. Pero ngayon, pag-usapan na muna natin ang top scorer so far para dito sa TNT. Si Ball is already leading the way, 20 points na in the first half alone, followed by Oftana with 12. He is providing the much-needed local support para dito sa TNT. And Castro is also making his presence felt with 7 points so far. Para dito sa NLEX, it is Lalaine leading with 10 points. Torres with 9 and Roger with 8. So yan ang ating top scorers for both of these teams. Now let's check out some of the highlights from the first and second quarters. Simula pa lang ng ating laro, nagparamdam na agad si Ball with a big block to start things off para dito sa TNT. But Lalaine, of course, always the reliable shooter from beyond the arc. He hits a 3 para dito sa NLEX. And then, nagsasagutan lang ang ating mga imports. Ball just really bulldozing his way, gets the end one to go. And then Castro trying to provide that local support para dito. He gets that to go and gets a foul on Bolek. And then here comes Ball once again. He is truly unstoppable at the rim. He is already at 17 in the first quarter alone. And then Bolek on the other end of the floor nails a 3. Now we are moving on to the second quarter. Bolek with an acrobatic left-handed finish right there. Ganuelas Rosser just going to pick up that ball and goes for the strong drive. And then we have Gonzalez. Look at that, just taps the ball away from Ball and goes straight. He is unchallenged for that easy layup. And then we have Calvin Oftana na nag-init talaga dito sa ating second quarter. He rattles in a 3-pointer. And then nakita natin na nagsagutan talaga ng 3-pointers dito sa ating second quarter. Ramirez answers for NLEX from Rainbow Country. And then here is another one for NLEX from Torres. And again, Calvin Oftana with another 3 para dito sa TNT. And if you are just joining us now here sa ating live chat party, our score is NLEX is up 52-50 kontra TNT at the half. Now we have some time for shout-outs. Again, if you want to shout out, let me know your name and where you are watching from so I can list that down and give you a shout-out. Pero let's say hi to John Lee. Sabi niya, TNT, let's go. Sabi ni Carl, let's go NLEX, beat TNT, beat Ball, road to semis na Lalaine. Sabi naman ni Marvin, sana bagong team naman ang makapasok sa Final Four. I am rooting for NLEX, Magnolia, Ginebra, and Rain or Shine. Sabi naman ni Mark, NLEX ako dito. Pati si Nico is also cheering all in daw sa NLEX. So TNT fans, magparamdam na kayo sa ating chat. Sabi naman ni Ethan, he is watching from QC Fairview. We also have Violeta from Caloocan, Theodore from Valenzuela, Faith from CDO. And sabi naman ni Glenn, sweep ng TNT yan, pati Magnolia. Isi-sweep ang Meralco. Yan ang ating prediction mula kay Glenn. Let's see if he is correct. And marami ring nagtatanong sa ating chat kung ano yung next game. It will be Magnolia versus Meralco. So that will also be shown dito sa ating One Sports YouTube. So stick around dito sa ating chat party. And again, I'm throwing out the question for the day. Which Gilas player will step up? Will it be Robert Bolek or Calvin Oftana? Now, let me know if you're watching from abroad. Let me know where you are watching from, because I'm reminding everyone that if you want to send money to the Philippines para sa mabilis, safe, sulit na padala to the Philippines, go ahead and download TapTapSend, the trusted remittance best friend of OFWs worldwide. And don't forget, for the latest in the world of sports, please follow One Sports on YouTube, Facebook, X, Reddit, Instagram, and on TikTok. Our second half will start in a few minutes, kaya tutok lang kayo dito.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang TapTapSend at gumagamit ka ba ng TapTapSend?
Yes, TapTapSend ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang TapTapSend at gumagamit ka ba ng TapTapSend?
Yes, TapTapSend ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Nakapagbaon pa rin naman ng NLEX ng 2 puntos sa kalamangan at the half as they gun for a semi-final seat on this Wednesday night dito sa Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Still joining us live on RPTV is El Conquistador Dominic Uy. Ganda ng bakbakan, especially in that second.
I really like that second quarter. Why? May malaking stretch doon na yung dalawang import na kaupo. Itong TNT able to get points from their locals, especially Calvin Oftana. Ito namang NLEX Road Warriors, walang Bolik, walang Cadila Lane, able to still keep that lead. So ang ganda ng pinapakita ng ating mga dalawang koponan. You look at the 3-point field goals, we talked about this 10 of 18 for the Road Warriors. That's just a great number for them. 4 of 15 lang para sa TNT, pero eto, 22 free throws given up by the Road Warriors. And then sila naman, walang free throw assist. NLEX moving that ball well. That's why they're getting open looks from the 3-point area. Pero turnovers, 11 to 5. 11 turnovers. Just too many para dito sa Road Warriors. And alam natin, itong TNT was able to score of those turnovers. 11 turnovers, 11 points on TNT.
Ball Manud ball went off back in the first quarter. 17 of those 20. Sa unang 12 minuto niya ibinuhos. Pero as Dom mentioned, Calvin Oftana nabuhay bigla. Pagdating ng second, sa kabila naman si Cathy Delane, naka-10 puntos ng first quarter, hindi nadagdagan sa second. Bakit po kamo? Tatlong foul, matagal siyang umupo.
Only played 13 minutes itong si Cathy Delane. And Manud Ball knocking down that 4-point shot. You can see that intensity. You can see what he can do. Ito, nakikita natin. Alam natin, mainit ngayon dito sa Ninoy Aquino Stadium. And makita mo naman yung mga fans nitong si Manud Ball. Everybody, he's bringing in a lot of people to the Coliseum just to see and watch him live.
Manud Ball looking to force a do-or-die match come Saturday as TNT. They are fighting for their tournament lives right now. Those are the splits so far para dito sa import ng TNT.
5 of 12 from that 2-point area. 12 attempts for Manud Ball. So what, 14 in total? Ba?
No,
12 attempts rather para dito kay Ball. 6 of 12, 50%. That's a good percentage.
Third quarter about to get underway here. Berto Bolik, isa pa sa may 3 personal foul para sa NLEX, is now going to start the third kasama si Cathy Delane. Shawnee Winston, Richie Roger, and Tony Semerad will complete the foul.
So Bahio, Bolik and Lalaine all with 3 personal fouls.
Nakaupo ba dyan si JB Bahio na may 4 na foul?
Tama, 4.
Diba? And 5 naman ng TNT. Etong sina Pugoy, Ofdana, Ball, Nambatak, and Ganuelas Rosser. Shawnee snuck between 3 black shirts for the board. They come on Dryden. TNT looking to tie or reclaim the lead. Nambatak trying to slice in, kicks it out. Pugoy, down low the ball. He spins baseline. You cannot stop that.
I feel that's a lot better of a setup para dito sa TNT. They don't necessarily go to ball right away.
Merong delay of game warning yata na tawag dito. Kasi natapik pa ni Ball, no?
Hinawakan pa eh.
And dahil may warning na kanina, technical na to.
And if you're ball, you just shrug that off.
It's gonna be the first free throw for NLEX.
Yes.
Diba? Delay of game warning pa, nagbigay ng unang free throw.
22 free throws.
Technical na pala.
22 free throws ang TNT in the first 24 minutes. He said the first free throw right now para sa Road Warriors.
Bolik taking care of that to get the lead right back with NLEX. And they will have possession. 53-52, NLEX. Looking for their 3rd semi-final appearance in their 12-year history dito sa PBA. Lalaine, jab step. Hindi kumakagat si Ball. He takes it in. Lalaine went all the way around.
Using his quickness there. That's what we were saying. Pag nag-fake-fake ka dyan, aabutan ka ni Ball. And he took it all the way to the basket. Got that half a step ahead. And was able to extend it with his left hand.
Boggs working against Roger. Shawnee switches over. RR over to Stingray. Couldn't pull the trigger. RR, 5 to shoot. He spins baseline. Bolik all over him. Foul si Berto.
That's number 4.
Yun ang sabit.
And that's what TNT wanted. They wanted to attack Robert Bolik.
Yun ang malaking problema.
Ito, tough decision right now for Coach Chong.
Pugoy with his first field goal tonight will complete the 3-point play to tie the game at 55.
Hirap din eh, diba? If you're gonna sit him down, hindi pa masyado nakakabuelo talaga itong si Robert Bolik.
Bolik's only played about 15 minutes this game. Sabi ni Bolik, 4 fouls, matatrabaho na.
Oh.
10 points in the game now para dito kay Bolik. He's got a rebound and 3 assists as well.
Well, the good thing is, you know, if you're the coaching staff of NLEX, you can actually roll the dice. Why? Yan nga yung advantage ng twice to beat eh.
Yun. Bolik, pasok yung free throw. As we get this report from Apple.
Assistant Coach Borgie Hermida pointed out na yung unmanaged giggle nila resulted to turnovers and some players getting into foul trouble. Tapos bakit daw parang may takot lumaya? Puro perimeter shots dahil ba daw kay Ball? So dapat mas agresibo sila dito sa second half. Try to fish for fouls tulad ng ginawa kanina ni Berto. On the side of TNT naman, Assistant Coach Josh Reyes credited NLEX for their great decision making. They're hitting their shots. They're playing a decent defense. Talking about the Tropang 5G, it's gonna boil down to the slightest of margins, one-on-one defense. Balik sa inyo.
That defense can't get any better than that. No free throws allowed or given up by TNT in the first half. Pull-up jumper, Semera short. TNT looking to take back the lead. Si Pugoy na nagpo-point guard dito.
And Magoo, notice, every time they get that rebound, they're giving it to Pugoy. They're basically wanting RR Pugoy to be able to get his points.
Roger A putting on the moves.
He likes getting that basketball at the top of the key, and then they just spread the floor out, and he's able to create his own shot and make those buckets.
1 point lang siya sa kabuuan ng first half. Now he's got a total of 8. Talking about Roger Ray. Nambatak whistled for the blocking foul.
Pugoy getting deep there against Shawnee Winston. Kanina, it was Bolik. This time it's Shawnee Winston.
Swinging back to live action. Roger looking for Winston. They go to Lalane. He hasn't scored since the first quarter. We've talked about it. Roger swings. Semerad for three. Punches it through.
We talked about Tony Semerad. Does the dirty work. Gets the offensive rebounds, the defensive rebounds, but also is a thorn in terms of that offense. He likes to locate in that corner. When you pass him that basketball, very high ang percentage niya.
Pugoy. Di maipagpag. Itong si Bolik, they go the other way with Nambatak. Roger in front. 3 to shoot. Stingray, no. Lalane with the board. That's going to be rebound number 11 para kay Caddy. Bolik backs up. Wants to go pick and roll. Lalane with a long two. No. Rebound is with Semerad.
Talking of Semerad, 43% from the three-point area.
Bolik gives it up. Shawnee will attack. Back to Berto. Iba talaga pag nandun si Ball sa loob. Mapapapasa ka palabas eh. No? Another serving friend.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to make the defense contract and then kicking it out for an open three.
Bolik against BGR. Shot clock at 2. Berto scoops it up and found the way home. 13 in the game para dito kay Berto. So yung pagsugal ng NLEX na iwan siya dyan kahit may 4 na personal foul is paying off so far.
Definitely paying off, and you know that Robert Bolik, he's got so much emotion. He wants to be able to bring his team into the semifinals even with 4 personal fouls. Ito yung mga test of a player. He's able to shoot over ball, get 2 points, get a 4-point lead with 7:41 left.
Timeout para dito sa TNT. Hatid sa atin ang Solaire Online. Play the game your way on the Solaire Online Sportsbook.
Our official activation partner, Geneva Tech. Our official IT partner, our value licensees, PBA Rush and Signal, World Balance, Daily Fantasy.
Sa playoffs, every possession counts. So dapat may standard kami sa paglalaro, sabi nga ni coach. Dati, nasa baba lang kami lagi. Makapasok sa 8, masaya na kami. Ngayon na sa sistema ni coach, sa gabay ni coach, ang ganda ng pinapakita namin. Dapat nandun kami sa standard na yun. Isang panalo lang pag semifinals na. So,
And you gotta love how Robert Bolik has been leading by example, Dong.
And standard, tama yun, diba? It's the culture, it's the standard. You know that, you can't just be happy na, okay, nakaangat na tayo sa standings. Need to be able to prove something. And the first step of proving is getting into the semifinals.
Bolik with a steal. Pinagtulungan nila ni Gonzalez. Etong si Ball Manute Ball. At ang bagong pasok na si Sean Kitevis. Inatake kagad ni Berto. Habang mag-free throw si Bolik, babalik tayo kay Apple.
Ang tumatakbo sa utak ni Berto Bolik is kailangan na nila gawin lahat para maipanalo tong larong ito. Pag ito umabot ng Game 2, personally, he thinks they do not stand a chance in a do-or-die game kontra TNT. And so they have to grab this perfect opportunity to get into the semis. Pero kahit pa playoffs na, dapat daw, the effort is gonna be the same, mas mataas lang intensity. He will not try to take over dahil ang naging successful sa kanila is that ball movement and team effort in the elims, and that will also push them to the semis. Balik sa inyo.
Even looking at the history netong NLEX, twice overdomed. The first one in 2019, the next one just last year in 2025, they have blown twice to beat advantages. Kaya ayaw mong umabot doon sa sudden death.
That, and you're hoping that because of that experience, natuto ka na, right? You're able to now manage your emotions. You're able to make better decisions because every possession counts. Gaya nga ng sinabi ni Robert Bolik.
Oftana with 5 to shoot. Deep corner from the left. Calvin Oftana buries it.
If TNT wants a chance to win this ball game, the locals have to produce. So far, Calvin Oftana with 15 points, 4 3-point shots for him.
Oftana only had 2 points back in the first quarter. 15 na nga po. As of the moment, with 6:35 remaining in the third. Balling against Oftana. Gilas versus Gilas. Hinagis na lang ni Berto against a shot clock. Lalaine with a big rebound. Sabit si Bol.
Referees quick to react there.
All players, please proceed to the shaded area in front of your respective benches.
Kasi after the foul was whistled, nagkakiskisan pa sila Ganuelas Rosser and Caddy Lalaine. Parang napatid lang sa sarili yun, out of balance.
Oo, out of balance. But they're fighting for position.
Ang problema si BGR was walking towards him as well.
Ayan, ito, hawakan na niya eh. Nahawakan na naman niya eh.
These two have been at it since the get-go, Dom.
Ito.
Foul on number 1 ball, Manute Ball. Substitution.
And that was it. Just the foul on Ball.
That's the second personal foul on Ball.
Ganuelas Rosser balik sa bench. Nambatak si Cobuntin ang ibinalik ni Coach Chot.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Gonzalez from the top. Picks up a foul on Oftana. No basket, says the ref. And now, mauunahan ng TNT. Itong NLEX sa penalty, Dom. That'll be their 15th foul.
Yeah. Well, you like how they've been aggressive. Sinimulan again by their leader, Robert Bolek, who's been trying to attack that basket.
Bolek will set this one up. Lamang ng dalawa ang NLEX.
Zoning up once again itong TNT.
Berto contra Castro. Back to LJ. 3-ball against the shot clock. Di umubra. Cobuntin took it away from Lalaine, but lost his balance.
Look at the entire bench of the Road Warriors.
The referee quick to correct himself. Fresh 14 para sa mga nakaputi. Semerad inside. Di mapuwersa. Shot clock winding down again. Puro board, tinamaan.
Kita mo talaga pag nasa harapan mo si Manute Ball, hindi sila tumitira eh.
With his size, his length, his wingspan, he doesn't even need to foul. More often than not, mahuhuli ka niya, di ba? Or at least maiilang ka, babaliin mo ng kung saan ang angulo yan. Castro again, 1 point away from the 10,000 point club. He kicks over the ball. Pull-up jumper. No. Kitavis tried to keep it there, but it ends up with Roger. Balling on the move to the right side. LJ! Niluwa!
Parang nagulat siya na wala dun si Ball.
Ball drops it off. Cobuntin will swing it right back to the blur. 10 segundo natitira sa shot clock ng TNT. Jason makes his move. 4 remaining on the shot clock. The blur. Nowhere to go on that one.
Semerad is down.
Na matitira.
Semerad is down. Richie Roger is down as well. He's holding on to that calf. Is it cramps? Para dito kay Richie Roger.
Ended up crashing into each other.
Substitution. Johnny Winston for Richie Roger.
And nga, mapupull out na dito si Richie. It's gotta be a knockout play. Gotta be at the cup. Probably gonna go to Ball. Almost 99% sure of it. Semerad, early work. Hindi pa habang nung inbound na rin bola, pinapanggal na si Semerad. Yun ang early work. Yun na. Here we go, point 8. Ball couldn't bail him out. Under 5 now remaining in the third. Bolick against Castro. They try to spread it out. Winston to the corner. LJ back to Shawnee. Ginugulo ni Kitevis. Gonzalez nagtinikling sa baseline. Pogoy ends up with it.
Gonzalez there with that turnover. Oh, still jump ball. Once you go deep,
hawak nila pareho silang outside.
But tama naman. Jump ball.
Substitution.
Pogoy against Lane. 1.5 seconds kung sakaling NLEX ang mananalo sa jump ball na to. Yun na lang matitira sa kanilang shot clock. Lane wins. Bollick's got to throw it. That'll be a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation.
Some commotion at the scores table. Assistant coach Josh Reyes charging at the table.
So nila shot clock violation yan.
64-62 with 4:20 remaining in the third. Medyo matagal na napako sa ganyan ang ating score. Ball turnaround. Wala pa rin. Kitevis to Pugoy. Punches it through.
And look at the energy that Kitevis is bringing in to this TNT squad. Kind of does the same thing as Kobutin, pero sa guard position.
Pwedeng pakalalong din ang datingan yan. Ano? Bolick, kicks, Shawnee, over to Semerat, looked away, and a three!
He's got 11 points. Big game for him.
He's stepping up big time. That Shawnee Winston has been bottled up. Only 2 points for Shawnee on 1 of 6 shooting. Tony Semerat filling in nicely. Castro trying to slither his way through. And he will be at the line for 2. 1 point away from the 10,000 point club at may kinlarify sa atin si Sir Fidel as we take a look at this 3-point shot natin sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook.
Semerad looks like
Jason Castro, welcome to the 10,000 point club. Dito sa PBA, the 17th local and the 18th overall dahil si Norman Black, miyembro rin ng exclusive club na yan.
And what a club to be part of. Jason Castro, congratulations. 10,000 points, grabe.
18-year vet, 3rd overall pick back in 2008. And he's now got 10,001 points. Shawnee with a pull-up. Nope.
Now, if you guys are wondering ano nangyari dito kay Tony Semerad, he had to be subbed out dahil mukhang nasira yung sintas ng sapatos niya.
Jason again. Over the ball. Step back 3. Ball! Manute ball! Lights it up!
And look at Kitevis just go to work against Robert Bolick, trying to deny him basically.
Torres to Bolick. Runs. Oh! Ball was waiting in the background. Manute will have none of it. Jason Nanaka! And TNT now has a 5-point lead.
Oh, we talked about the energy. We talked about the defense of TNT. Why do they have the 5-point lead? A lot of it because of the defense that they've been putting on, which leads to opportunities like that 3-point shot of Manute Ball.
72-67. TNT was down by as many as 11 in the first quarter. Now slapping on their largest lead of the game. As they look to force this speedy series to sudden death. TNT looking to play again on Saturday. not wanting to call it a tournament just yet.
Not just yet for TNT. We know they have pride. We know that they are defending champs of this conference. The Road Warriors, though, want to be able to get into the semifinals already. TNT up by 5, 2 minutes and 38 here in the third quarter. Let's talk about this third quarter. R.R. Pugoy coming alive for TNT. He's got 11 in total and 10 here in the third.
Look at Ball Manute Ball just lurk in the background. Pugoy was there to slow down Bolig. And it was up to Ball to complete a stop. On the other end, it translated into a Jason Castro layup. Kaya lamang ng 5 ang tropang 5G.
Let's talk about third quarter. TNT, R.R. Pugoy, 10 of his 11 points coming here in the third.
Cathy Lalane naman on the other hand, only 2 points since the first quarter. Ball has really gotten into his head, at least up to now. Big rebound by Bahio. Cathy, he's gonna need this. Oh!
Second missed layup by the Road Warriors. Kanina si Gonzalez, ngayon naman Lalane, and they needed that. And then missed layup. Tapos natawagan pa ng foul. And that's the 4th personal foul para kay Lalane.
This is a big mishap in the third quarter para dito kay Cathy Lalane and NLEX. Di si Bahio ba napatawagan ng foul? Panglima ni JB. Yun ang masakit. So Cathy Lalane will stay at 3 fouls, but JB Bahio will troop to the bench with 5. Under 2 remaining in the third. Si Racal ang pumasok dito para sa NLEX. And he's tasked to try and stay in front of Roger Ray Pugoy. RR for 3. Dino Bra.
Oh! If that's going to be on Bolik, that's going to be number 5.
Yun ang masakit. NLEX in a world of trouble now. Down by 5, their main man with 5 personal fouls as well. But no movement yet. Kung papalitan dito si Berto.
Coach Jong looking down that bench, trying to see.
Pinakiramdaman niya kung sino ang babagay. And it is Richie Roger who has been redeployed.
What you like about this, though, if you're NLEX, you're really being pushed, right? 5 personal fouls, you missed layups. I mean, these are wide open layups. It's really pushing you. Nakita natin nakakabalik sila in the regular season in these games. Question is, you know, in a playoff game against a champion team, are you able to do the same?
They came back from 17 down against Meralco. They came back from 15 down against Terra Firma. Multiple occasions nakikita natin ng NLEX. May bounce back gene, may pagka-comeback kid na. They have another one left in them. Kasi may 128 na lang natitira sa third.
What an applause right now para kay Sean Kiteves. Diba yung binakita niyang intensity sa depensa? That's really what happened. They were able to make a lot of stops while he was inside.
Lalane hands it off. Gonzalez gets around ng Batak. He swings. Lalane asking for it. Racal takes it himself. Inabot ng 24 si Kevin.
So far, the Road Warriors only 15 points itong third quarter na ito. Itong 24 naman para sa TNT.
Ng Batak and Castro, pinaplano in the backcourt. So we approach the last minute of the third. Roger trying to stay in front of the blur. The 2-time best point guard in Asia will dive in. Gets around the lane. Pull-up jumper. Jason no. Gonzalez para sa board. LJ pulls it back out. 3-ball on the way. Gonzalez lights it up.
I like how he calmly took that three-point shot, calmly and confidently taking that three even after that missed layup. After that missed layup, napaupo siya eh. And that's going to be big because, again, Robert Bolick with 5 personal fouls. So he's going to have to step up while Bolick's on the bench.
Pogoy ran straight smack into Roger. It's going to be a personal foul on Richie. 2 shots para dito kay Roger. Pogoy all of a sudden with 11 points, Dom, as you take a look at this triple from LJ. Atid pa rin sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook.
Make that 12 points 11 here in the third quarter.
It is a sight to behold when guys like Roger Ray Pogoy find their groove all of a sudden. Yung mga ganitong quarter, may spurt na kahit ano ihagis mo, parang hawak mo na yung beat, no?
And biglang bumaliktad yung momentum, di ba? Hawak mo na yung beat.
13 puntos ngayon para dito. Kaya Pogoy, naantay ko mag-react.
Hawak mo yung beat? Ba't ba yun?
12 puntos sa isang quarter.
Oo. Ano mo hawakan yung beat?
Hawakan niya. It's in rhythm. Last shot time for NLEX. LJ against Giteves. LJ, pasabit. Kadilihin siya dun, si Gonzalez. Pero nasaktan. Ang tibay ng katawan ng Giteves.
Eh, kita mo naman. Makikita mo yung wingspan. And really known for his defense. And playing his second game dito sa PBA.
In his PBA debut, ang hinahabol-habol niya doon si RJ Barrientos. In your second game, hinahabol mo si Bolick and then ngayon si Gonzalez. Doesn't get any easier on this stage.
Kailangan pag hinahabol ka, huwag ka papahuli.
Yan eh, di ba? Kahit matalisod ka,
bangon
ka lang
you
ulit.
Get up.
Ako pa rin. Gonzalez. Bulls and Lex to within 4. Enough time for a heave. Nambata, Hail Mary. Muntik pa yun, Dom.
What a quarter it was para dito sa TNT. Let's talk about their defense. You talk about what they've done, that intensity, making stops and turning it around. Down by 2 at the end of 24 minutes, now up by 4 at the end of 36.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Matchup dito sa quarterfinal round ng ating 2026 Commissioner's Cup. Nagtatapat nga po si Ball Manut Ball at si Candy Lalaine. First quarter, ganda ng bakbakan. 17 points yung Ball, 10 puntos kay Lalaine. But as the game has gone on, it has been Manut Ball getting the better of Candy Lalaine. Pero may isang buong quarter pa natitira dito sa
Well, we all know na itong si Ball Manut Ball will definitely lead that scoring category.
How about the perimeter shooting ng NLEX? It has kept them engaged with TNT here. Lamang pa nga sila by as many as 11. But Roger Ray Pogoy really caught fire, really found his rhythm. Nahawakan niya yung beat in that third quarter.
I remember he started out this ball game. Wasn't really able to get things going in that first and second quarter, but third quarter definitely in beat, as you said. Itong si RR Pogoy, I'm still not sure if I agree with it.
Fourth quarter po, bubuksan na natin.
Tanong natin si Dr. J mamaya.
76-72, it is TNT by 4. They have possession, they have Oftana, Nambata, Pogoy, Ball, and heading. Mintis ka lang si Ball sa unang tira niya. It is gonna be Gonzalez with Semerat, Torres, Roger, and Lalaine. Maganda para sa NLEX, napangalagaan ni Lalaine yung tatlong foul niya.
Tama.
Still with just 3. Ganda ng hatak ng handbrake ni Gonzalez.
He's so shifty. Nakita natin yung highlight kanina, di ba? Against Ball.
And Batak whistled for the personal, his second.
And if you're NLEX right now, you're hoping that Gonzalez will take advantage of the matchup. And you know, he's a rookie, right? So you know that he may make some decisions and that may not be the best, especially at this point in time. But you want to give him that liberty and that experience para mas lalong bumalik.
Roger came up short, na ilang na naman kay Ball.
Kala ko ililipat niya ng kamay.
Looking at the free throws, kanina pa natin tinututukan. TNT 23 of 29 so far. Ang NLEX 5 of 6, all of those in the third frame. Nambata, inside. Found the angle over Richie.
Good spacing by TNT, and look at that. Yung mga locals nitong TNT definitely helping Ball Manud Ball, and that's why you can see a lot more flow dun sa offense itong TNT.
Lalain, trying to pound it in kontra kay Bugs. Roger Ray got a hand on it at na-last touch ba si Caddy.
This is where you want to be able to give that ball back out and reseal if you're Caddy Lane.
NLEX looking for a big stop. They got to buy as much time as they can for Berto Bolic. It's a 6-point game right now. A basket might force Coach Jong to redeploy Berto. That's going to be a blocking foul on LJ.
Magalaw pa siya.
Blocking foul on number 13, LJ Gonzalez.
That's his second.
That's the second foul on the Road Warriors.
Ako lang na balita.
Yes, on the side of NLEX, constant movement ang gusto makita ni Coach Jong Chico. The players getting to their spots, the ball always moving until they get the best shot possible. Kay Coach Chot Reyes naman, simple lang, pakalala sa mga locals. Tulad ni Calvin na humingi sila ng bola, kunin nila ang bola, and they cannot overly rely on ball in this ball game.
Mapapahiling ng timeout itong NLEX dahil lumobo na sa 8 ang abante ng TNT. 10 and 23 remaining ngayong first game ng ating PBA Wednesday. Saan kaya nakakabili nun doon? Tingnan mo yung hawak ng utility ng TNT. Trying all they can to try and help their players keep some semblance of hydration here. Ganda ng electric pa.
Gusto mo masagot yung tanong mo?
Ano natin ka Apple? Apple, yung siyam na electric pa na magkadikit, saan nabibili?
Inassemble yun ng mga utility ng TNT.
Akala ko doon sa live selling mo na naman eh.
Wala.
Pag sumasamay mo nga 4 na Jisoo.
Yeah. 80-72 on this red-hot Wednesday inside the Ninoy Aquino Stadium.
And Magoo, look at that. Coming off that timeout, TNT with that full court pressure resulting into a turnover.
And now Coach Jong will have no other choice. Pinatayo na niya si Berto Bolic, but he'll have to wait for the next dead ball situation. Gonzalez gets it across. Caddy, he's got to start scoring.
And you can see the movement of that basketball. It's not going. It's not moving.
Grabe yung swarming defense din dito ng TNT.
Parang nagugulat itong NLEX dun sa pinapakitang depensa itong TNT.
NLEX will be rolling the dice here. Balik na si Bolic sa ating laro with his 5 personal fouls. Let's take another look at that previous stop after a timeout ng NLEX. Napakasakit yan para kay Coach Jong. Bolic makes his move. Ran into his own man. Gonzalez for 3. Punches it through.
LJ Gonzalez, 3.
That was a big one, Dean.
Definitely needed that, not just for NLEX, but especially for LJ Gonzalez, for his confidence.
82-75, TNT's lead is 7. Still over 9 minutes remaining here. Mamaya po it'll be Magnolia versus Meralco. Twice to beat yung Bolts kontra sa Hotshots. Castro, dalawang nakaitim na gagawan doon ng Batak and Oftana. Jason apologizes to both. Si Pogoy magbabalik. Titignan natin kung patuloy yung ganda ng kanyang pinapakita. Scored 12 of his 13 in the third.
Ladies and gentlemen, there will be a review of a possible shot clock violation.
Re-review kung may shot clock violation na nangyari dito doon.
Yun yung 3 points ni LJ Gonzalez.
Kasi first dead ball situation ginagawa.
Yes.
And in a game this close and of this magnitude, you gotta get the score right as quick as possible.
Ito. This is that 3-point shot of LJ Gonzalez.
Para.
Oo.
Para.
Iba kasi yung ilaw ngayon around the board din, diba? Dilaw. Oo eh.
The three-pointer made by LJ Gonzalez was not counted due to a shot clock violation.
Yun nga, kitang-kita natin sa angulo yun. Yung mga dilaw na ilaw, naka-on na. Usually pula.
Pula, tama.
Kasi pag dilaw, pwede pa speed up. Bilisan mo lang yung tira.
Green means go.
Di ba pag dilaw,
yellow
bilisan mo
means
lang.
go faster.
Mapapagalitan tayo.
Kaya, Tibo pagka green, go. Pagka yellow, go slow. Red, stop.
Yan. LJ gusto bumawi. They swing it. Roger for 3. Di umabra. Pogoy, susukitin yung rebound, but there's a foul.
Nambata could be called for that foul.
Either him or, ayun nga, Nambata.
Number 6, Ray Nambata.
Sabi ni Pogoy, malinis sa ibabaw kasi nga sa ilalim, merong mablok. 8:46 remaining in this one. TNT by 10. NLEX will need that comeback gene to show up once again.
Well, one guy that's been absent in terms of the scoring para sa NLEX Road Warriors, Shawnee Winston. Binalik ni Coach Jong Yuchiko. He's opening. Catches some fire here.
Shawnee trying to create space kontra kay Oftana. Lalane hands it off to LJ. Gonzalez stepping through again.
LJ Gonzalez.
Well, if he's able to continue this, then that defense of TNT is going to change against him. And will free up some of his teammates.
13 puntos na para dito kay LJ. More importantly, binaba niya sa 8 ang kailangan habulin ng NLEX. The defending champs on the attack once again. Oftana all the way to the hole.
That's too easy there.
19 in the game para kay Calvin.
We talked about him having a big game, averaging 14 points a ball game, 19 so far for Oftana.
Gonzalez again. Gives it up to Lalane. Caddy inside with a jam.
Sinigurado na hindi na makakahabol itong si Ball Malutbol.
Sabi nga ni Ball, inawi ako.
Hindi na sinasabi nga 3 seconds.
Okay. Kasi 2 beses siya binangga no? Ball from deep. No. Bolick with a running start. Lalane ahead of him. Bolick hands it off. Gonzalez naipit. Travel ang pito.
Didn't actually want to take that shot. You could see that he thought that Bolick was going to take it.
Tsaka medyo hingal kabayo na si LJ. Yan ang pull out siya ngayon ni Coach Jong. NLEX, they've done it all tournament long. Do they have another comeback left in them to really nail that semi-final berth right here on this Wednesday night at the Ninoy? If TNT hangs on here, sudden death will be on Saturday at the Inares in Antipolo. It'll be the 7:30 game, regardless of what happens sa second game natin.
Friday and Sunday, Inares Antipolo ang laro natin, di ba?
Friday and Saturday.
And Saturday, rather.
Linggo, Araneta na. As Pogoy will hit off the spin.
Oh, that's going to be a technical again. Delay of game.
Nasa po yata ulit. Natapik ni BGR yung bola doon. Coach Shot is beside himself. You're giving away free throws. Bolik at the line here, looking to capitalize on it. He's 3 of 4 from that 15-foot line tonight.
I like what Jason Castro just did there. Looking at BGR, looking at the other guys on the floor, and then giving out instructions. Para makalimutan mo na yun. Nangyari na, tapos na. Right? Ayun, tumama sa ulo.
Problema para sa NLEX, nagmintis pa ng technical.
Alam mo kung inilagan niya siguro yung ball at nakita he was trying to veer away, then hindi ba tatawagan yun? May effort.
86-76, NLEX down by 10. The top-seeded team in the Commissioner's Cup looking for a way to get back at TNT. Torres from deep, punches it through!
That's big for Cyrus Torres. He's got 12 points, all coming from the three-point area.
That's going to be three-pointer number 14 para dito sa NLEX. They're going to need a couple more. They need to sandwich it with some stops. Pogoy got around Semerat. Dilwa!
Playing small itong TNT, ha?
Bolik on the move. Davis giving chase. Berto looking at the lane. They go to the far side. Winston Bebelo. Babagsak sana kay Lane. May foul from behind on Kitevis.
But check out that defense of TNT, the effort. Alam mo, it's their backs against the wall. They're just going for every loose ball. They're going for those passing lanes to be able to get a hand in that passing lane and prevent NLEX from scoring.
Heading troops back to the bench. Scoreless pa si Jordan Heading up to this point. Si Ball, Manut Ball ang nagbalik. Winston rises up. Finally hits his three.
A 3 by Cyrus Torres and now a 3 by Shawnee Winston, cutting the lead to just 4.
Kitevis manning point para sa TNT. Ball will get his hands on it. Ball has Semerat in front. He just barrels over him. 6-point game with under 6 remaining. Bolik as Kitevis hounding him. Berto to the lane. 2 fakes. Huli pa rin. Pero pati braso inabot na doon.
A good pass by Robert Bolik. He needs to get his import involved at this point in time.
Arpogoy ang pinito ng foul down low. Lane had that massive jam a couple of minutes ago to try and wake up his Road Warriors. Good on the first free throw. He's a 71% shooter from there.
And if you're NLEX, you want to keep this game close. Right, you're down by 5. Momentum definitely here in the second half is leaning on the TNT side. Keep it close. Give yourself an opportunity to win.
Si Jason Castro bumalik. Hindi si Kitevis ang napulaw, si Calvin Oftana ang napopo. So Kitevis will continue to shadow Bolik here. A miss on the second one para kay Lane.
And yung energy niya nakakahawa.
Pogoy. Look at Ball. Battle. Torres for position. It's going to be a foul on Cyrus. Paul staring him down here, Don.
Oh. And it breaks out into a smile. Pero expected na rin yan ni Ball. Pag maliliit, talaga. They're gonna try to do everything. Torres there. Trying to get a body on Ball.
Pogoy surveys. Ball bumping Semerat down low. Pogoy makes his move. Couple of fakes. That's a traveling violation.
Traveling violation right there.
Sabi ni Coach Chot, baka daw nataga sa braso. But they will not get that call. 88-83. NLEX down by just 5. Look at Kitevis just staring at Bolik right to his face. Si Bolik sumisilip kung sino ang aalalay sa kanya at sinong dadating na double. That's going to be a foul on Quitevis. Penalty ng TNT.
Yes.
Foul on number 30, Sean Quitevis. Penalty.
Bolick missed that technical free throw kanina. He's 3 of 5 from the line tonight. Right there, yung hawak, ano?
Ang sinasabi ni Coach Shot, dito tinawagan yung Quitevis. Sa kabila, doing the same thing, hindi natatawagan.
I don't think I've ever seen this. Bolick missing 2 free throws in a row.
Yep.
Bolick so far 14 points tonight. Sama ng 3 rebound, 4 na assists. Making sure he got the second. 4-point game gone.
15 points for Bolick.
5 minutes.
Castro, the ultimate closer para dito sa TNT, will get it over to his rookie. Ball asking for it. Quitevis, no angle. Jason trying to go down the middle. Shawnee with a hand on it. 7 to shoot. Jason to BGR, loses it. Here comes NLEX. Shawnee against 3. That might have
board, yeah.
That might have been a goaltend.
No, didn't he slap the board?
The entire backboard got rocked there.
Foul on number 8, Robert Bolick.
And Bolick fouls out of the game.
Wow.
That is a huge blow para sa NLEX. That entire sequence.
Like a double black eye para dito sa NLEX Road Warriors.
Ladies and gentlemen, there will be a review of a possible basket interference.
Regardless if it's counted or not, Bolick has fouled out.
Yes.
If you're NLEX though, all throughout this Commissioner's Cup, Berto has trusted his teammates, so that should give them confidence now.
And that's the thing, right? If you're NLEX, the beauty of having a twice to beat advantage is...
Ladies and gentlemen, upon review, there was no basket interference committed.
No basket interference.
Timeout, TNT Tropang by Judy.
That right hand on the board as the layup went through the glass. Yun ang nirereklamo ng NLEX. Bolick beside himself on that NLEX bench as he fouls out of this quarterfinal matchup against TNT.
Well, Robert Bolick getting into early foul trouble. Nakita natin yon first half pa lang, and even coming in to that third quarter, limited minutes for him because of foul trouble. You know, they talked about him having a lot of fire, and this is one of those games that he'll need to really make sure that that emotion is kept in check. For sure, Robert Bolick not agreeing with that foul called on him.
He fouls out with 15 and 4. Has to support his team from the bench the best way he can. He has given his teammates confidence. JB Bahio, LJ Gonzalez, they've both been game winners off his passes. Let's see if that can give them the confidence to pull this through. They are down by 4. They come up with a big stop. Gonzalez
and now
versus Castro.
LJ Gonzalez has to come up big, and I'm not talking about just making shots, but even running the offense. getting that movement, getting guys into their spots and getting them that basketball.
13 points on 5 of 10 shooting from the field para dito kay LJ after that miss. Semerad trying to push ball away from the box. Castro for 3. Punches it through!
What a big ball game for Jason Castro. 14 points in this game.
The ultimate closer of TNT trying to get it done again. That's a looper of a three-pointer. It's a miss. Winston looking for the open man. Shawnee to a sliding lane. Caddy tied up by Pugoy.
That's a good foul by R.R. Pugoy. That would have been 2 points already for Caddy Lane. Just making big play after big play. Defensively, offensively, guys like Pugoy, Kitevis, Castro, Oftana helping out their import.
Grabe yung Sean Kitevis.
Intangibles.
Grabing minutes na kukuha niya this run in a do-or-die game though.
Remember last game, he played almost 20 minutes. Right, so meron talaga nakikita ang coaching staff ng TNT dito kay Kitevis, what he brings to the game. I really feel kind of brings the same as yung Glenn Cobuntin. Diba? He gets offensive rebounds, plays good defense, brings a lot of energy. And yun ang kinakailangan ng team na kagaya ng TNT.
Semerad and ball with the arm-to-arm combat there. Napapangiti na lang si Tony. .91-85, TNT by 6. Pugoy ang didiskarte. Roger Ray. Inside the ball. Semerad bracing himself. Ball to the baseline. Go!
He just needs to be able to see that rim and he can shoot over anyone.
31 points para kay Ball Manute Ball.
At kita mo, Bagu, hindi nakatukot itong si Ball Manute Ball because of his teammates being able to produce naitawid yung third, fourth quarter. He has enough energy to finish his ball game, run down, and be part of the defense.
He did get that rest in the second, pero mas importante yung binabanggit mo nga na hindi siya yung bumubuhat mag-isa.
Yes. Iba yung pumupuntos ng third quarter. Pugoy with 12 in that third quarter, Ball with 7. And even here in the fourth, you have guys like Jason Castro, Oftana obviously, contributing for TNT.
Big three-point play completed there.
That's 8 points for Shawnee Winston. They're going to need a little bit more of that.
93-88 is your score. TNT's lead is 5, under 2.5 remaining in this one. Bugs dives in, pull-up jumper. Roger could not deliver. Shawnee will launch a three. No! Bounces right back to him. Torres puts it on the deck. Cyrus hits it.
Big shot once again for Cyrus Torres. 14 points for him, 12 of them coming from the three-point area.
Here we go, final 2 minutes. Can NLEX complete this comeback? Or can TNT put better spacing in between them again? Castro era 3 kanina. Jason, another one. No! Winston. That's a foul on Ball, and it might be a breakaway.
Oh,
there was 3 other black shirts there, but it was there a play on the ball.
Both teams are advised to observe proper bench decorum.
Now they're going to review that and make sure that they get the right call. Sa likod tinamaan eh.
Oh. Pinalo sa likod. It's not just a breakaway. It might be 2 free throws plus possession. That's going to be a big one.
And that's what NLEX is praying for.
Deliberate, ano?
Transition take foul on number 1 ball, Manut ball, penalty.
So it's just a transition take, meaning one free throw plus possession in a 3-point game. Ball didn't need to do that. There was 3 black shirts down. Dami nang nakababa para sa Tropang 5G. Shawnee takes care of it. That TNT lead is down to 2. Penalty na ang TNT. So 2 shots ulit.
So parang 3 free throw in total, di ba?
So it was just 2 free throws, and it'll be sideline out of bounds. I'm confused.
Oh, me too. Let's find out.
Let's try and figure this out during this timeout. Time and again, Berto Bolic has come to save NLEX. This one was a big one against Ginebra, and then who can ever forget what happened in Montalban on that fateful night? He gave it up to LJ Gonzalez for the win, and then just about a week later, si JB Bahio naman ang magiging bida para sa NLEX. Right now, TNT is up by 193-92. Berto Bolic cannot join the game. He has been fouled out. Possession is with NLEX at nakakuha tayo ng clarification from Cap.
So transition take foul. But if you're not in the penalty, 1 shot plus ball possession. But because TNT is already in penalty, 2 free throws plus ball possession.
Sinuerte NLEX, hindi na turnover agad-agad. Lalaine wasn't ready. Torres low. Winston and Lalaine trying to die for that rebound. And BGR is trying to slap it away from Lalaine. Isn't that an automatic?
And yung mga referee nakikipag-agawan din. Referees are trying to get that ball. Ayaw ibigay ni BGR. Ayaw ibigay ni Lalaine.
Because the play was blown dead already. It was already a foul. Ball Manute ball is whistled
So that's 2 free throws.
Foul. Lalaine tonight, 2 of 4 from the line.
But there's a challenge. But you love the toughness. You love how every possession counts. BGR, kahit na kumbaga tapos na di ba? Ayaw pa rin bitawan. This is that 3-point shot of Cyrus Torres.
Panoorin mo yung jersey ni Lalaine.
Pulled in different directions.
Napunta sa kanan, napunta sa kaliwa. Tapos dito, nakikipagpakbakan pa rin siya.
Ang tawag dyan sa foul.
Nagkaroon po ng hacking foul si Ball against Lalaine. Therefore, the challenge made by TNT is not successful.
Malinaw yun. Malinaw yun. He tried to slap the ball out of the hands of Caddy Lalaine.
Then after the play, si Rosser just kept going at it.
Bago pa nun, in between, after the foul, may natamaan sa mukha itong si Manute Ball.
Parang yung kay Wemby lang yan eh. Na-replay sa Sokmed, yung paninigo, hindi pinapakita. Nasampal din siya before that di ba? Caddy takes care of first, and we are tied at 93.
He's got 17 points. And you know, you talked about Robert Bolic fouling out. You talked about trusting his teammates, and his teammates definitely regroup and trying to deliver this win para sa NLEX Road Warriors. Remind everybody, NLEX has a twice-to-beat advantage but wanting to punch that first ticket into the semifinals if they win this ball game.
TNT was up 10 in this fourth quarter and was still up 7 nung nag-foul out si Bolik, di ba? NLEX trying to pull off the improbable here. Another comfort grind victory kung sakasakali. And it's gonna be a big possession coming up here. A big free throw coming up. Coach Chong trying to freeze the lane.
And let's see if he's going to bring back Jason Castro. Castro and Pugoy and Oftana, these three guys have been the ones who've been able to deliver and help out itong TNT get back in the game.
Yung first half then, first quarter lang yan yung 10 points nila Lane. One scoreless in the second. But he's got a big free throw coming out to give them back the lead here, D.
At yung 17 na total yan, first quarter lang ni Ball Manut Ball.
Mintis yung pangalawa. A minute and 20 remaining here. TNT trying to live to fight another game. Pugoy, dadaan sa pick ni Ball. Ball on the slide, goes up over Tony. Sabit sa foul sa Semerad.
And I like what they did there. They got Ball and Pugoy on that pick and roll. Hindi lang nila basta hinahanap si Ball and they dumped it to him on the post.
Coach Chong in disbelief. Taas kamay lang daw si Tony doon. Ball Manut Ball. A 61% free throw shooter. Has gone 8 of 11 from there tonight. He can give TNT back the lead.
All important free throws. Coach Chong doing the same thing.
Trying to make Ball Manut Ball think about it. And double purpose lang yan because you cannot call a timeout after the second free throw.
Correct.
If it's a miss, di ba? You can
Saka
do
may
so
30
if it's a
seconds
miss.
ka pa eh. Diba? So it's actually a good time to use it if you're Coach Chong and Chico.
TNT has always had NLEX's number pagdating sa playoffs.
Ayan ang playoff dominance. TNT defeated NLEX in the quarterfinals in 2015. And then nung season 49 Golf's Cup, TNT defeats NLEX in the quarterfinals once again, 3-1. So NLEX has not won a playoff series against TNT and they're hoping that it will be different today.
Ayan po ang ating playoff reset. Still 2 timeouts para sa TNT. Isa na lang para sa NLEX. No more fouls to give. No more challenges the rest of the way. Ball, Manut Ball. 32-13 so far this game. This one to give them a 2-point lead. Bitin! Oh, but look who comes up with the rebound. It's Oftana.
Oh, looks like he's cramping up. Holding on to that calf of his.
Pugoy looking to go pick and roll with Ball again. Roger Ray has Gonzalez in front. No go on the 3. Lalaine will secure it para sa NLEX. No Bolik. It is going to be LJ Gonzalez, the rookie.
We like how they're trying to use the clock and try to move offensively.
7 to shoot. Torres slips. LJ has to go. That's a 4. No!
Wala talaga masyadong napuntahan naman yung play na yun. Shawnee Winston, I mean, if you're LJ Gonzalez, Shawnee Winston has been hot here in this quarter. You want to try and look for him.
27.5 natitira. That's a 3.5 differential between the clocks. Are you going to have to play the foul game now? Or do you gamble on getting 3.5 or as many of it as you can?
As many as you can.
That would have been big.
You can see it from the expression, or the reaction rather, of Coach Chong Chico.
Kasi itong buong second half, ilang beses na either napunta ka ng 24 o munti ka na mapunta ka ng 24.
And that's what happens when you don't have Robert Bolick. Ang nagkukumpas doon sa ofensiba. Right? He's so cool. He understands. He knows ano yung natitira doon sa clock. And that time, ang nakahawak ng bola, LJ Gonzalez, Cyrus Torres, Richie Roger a little bit, but guys who are not used to taking those big shots at this big stage. You could see also Shawnee Winston wanting that basketball. Good option to go to him.
Ito yung mga pagkakataong na-discrash ang NLEX while holding a twice-to-beat advantage. Una niya noong 2019 and then last year nga, they were the 2 seed taking on Rain or Shine with a twice-to-beat advantage yung NLEX. Na-discrash ng Elasto Painters, pareho yan.
At mabigat yan mentally. And that's something you keep on thinking about. But you always want to put yourself in a position, you have a twice-to-beat advantage. Para kung magkamali ka, pwede pa, may chance ka pa.
TNT will have possession. They're sitting on a 1-point lead. There's a 3.5-second differential between the clocks. Jason Castro is back on.
This is what we're talking about. Jason Castro has been doing really good things in tonight's ball game.
Si Oftana yung pinopo, sabi mo nga parang nagka-cramps. Pressure in the backcourt by NLEX. Nahihirapan si Bogs. They get it over to the blur. They're still in the backcourt.
Oh, wow.
NLEX will get the start.
Forcing that stop.
They suffocated TNT.
Parang nagulat ang TNT doon with that defense.
And Jason pleading for a whistle here. Coach Trump doing the same. They only had 2 seconds to get it across left. Or 3 maybe. Let's take a look at it.
There was contact there. The question is, was there enough contact to call a foul?
They can no longer change this to a foul.
Yes.
They're going to have to focus on coming up with a big stop versus NLEX. Sino ba last touch? Tumama pa ba? Kay LJ?
Hindi na.
Parang umiba yung angulo eh.
What they're trying to review here is really the possession.
Last touch. Hindi na kung follow hindi. Last touch lang.
Last touch lang.
Umiba ba ng direksyon yung bola? Pagka-release ni Castro, parang kumilya ng konti eh. Mukhang may desisyon na. It is going to be NLEX ball. And Coach Jong will look to map this one out, dog. It's going to be in the front court. So they will only have 14 seconds on the shot clock. That's a 7-second difference.
And with the way TNT has been playing good defense, I mean, in this second half, yan probably ang best defensive set na pinakita ng NLEX Road Warriors. But on the other hand, for TNT has been playing good defense and making stops.
Kanina, si LJ at si Cyrus naipit, repeated na jam sila.
Yeah.
They were forced to take a really long form. Now, you were talking about you wanted the ball in the hands of Shawnee. How do you get it there now?
Yeah, Shawnee Winston, you can get it to him right away and have him go on that pick and roll so he has enough time to be able to extricate himself from that defense. Cyrus Torres, what you want from Cyrus Torres is really more of a catch and shoot, him setting himself up. But if you want creation, you go to LJ Gonzalez or you go to Shawnee Winston. This is where they miss now a guy like Kevin Alas.
Yan. Available naman daw, kinuwento sa atin ni Miss Apple, but he has not been used this game. But he would have been, diba? He's one of those creators.
May experience siya in these types of situations.
So it's going to be Torres getting it in play. He's got Gonzalez, Semeran, Winston, and Lalaine. And binabantayan ng Nilang Mogoy. Kitevis is there, heading, ball, and BGR will be the 5.
And Kitevis will be on Shawnee Winston. I'm thinking they're anticipating na mapupunta yung bola dito kay Shawnee Winston.
7-second difference. LJ will get them into their set. Gonzalez to the right side. Hinahanap si Winston. Shawnee 6 to shoot. Gets to the baseline. Shawnee fade away. No! Now NLEX has the foul. And they will test Ball.
I mean, you look at that play. They wanted to go to Shawnee Winston. They were able to go to Shawnee Winston. He was able to get a good shot. Hindi lang pumasok.
Shawnee Winston has scored 8 points in this fourth quarter, Dom. And 8 of his 10.
And exactly, that's where they wanted to go. Off that timeout, they were able to go there. This is like we said, where they missed a guy like Kevin Alas. But also, itong si Robert Bolick, who's fouled out early in the fourth quarter. For sure, he was hoping na nandyan siya sa loob. But even if Paul makes the 2 free throws, they still have a chance.
NLEX has no more timeouts, Dom.
Pero importante, kung mag-miss itong si Ball, makakuha nila yung rebound. Then diyan ka pa pwedeng madisgrasya because guys like BGR, Kitevis, Pogoy, these guys will go for that basketball.
Make or miss, NLEX will have to run the length of the floor here.
You got to be aware. You got to box out someone, get a body on someone.
2-point lead for TNT. Trying to force that rubber match on Saturday. Ball, Manute Ball takes care of the free throw. It's a 3-point lead. LJ with 4 to go. Lalane has to take the 3. Lalane! No! And TNT will live to fight another game.
We talked about the experience of TNT. We talked about these guys having a lot of championships. A team that is defending their championship, pulling deep from within to try and get back into this ballgame, to try and extend the series to another game. They knew that they were in 8th place. They knew they needed big games, and they needed big stops. This one, a big stop by Manute Ball, standing in front of Candy Lane. Very difficult to get a shot up like that against Ball.
What a game we just witnessed. TNT was down by as many as 11. They were up by as many as 10 in the fourth quarter as well. They blew that lead, but they had enough of a finishing kick in the end.
And you like how the locals were able to come out and score. Guys like Jason Castro, guys like Calvin Oftana, guys like R.R. Pogoy, really contributing to be able to get this win, a 3-point victory, 96-93. R.R. Pogoy, he lit things up in that third quarter. 15 points in total, 12 in the third quarter. 5 of 10 from the field, 3 steals. Our best player off the ball game. Could have been other guys, but in the end, inasahan nila si Pogoy, binigay nila yung bola sa kamay ni Pogoy, and he made good things happen.
Only had 1 point in the first half. He finishes with 15, and TNT will force a 1-game knockout match on Saturday at the Inares in Antipolo.
TNT stays alive. A huge part is thanks to Roger Pogoy, RR, after missing a last game. Paano ka ba nagpahinga at naghanda to make sure na ngayon may bibigay mo lahat ng kaya mong gawin?
First of all, give all glory and honor to our Savior, Lord Jesus Christ. And talagang mindset lang talaga eh. Inayos ko yung mindset ko, tapos yun nga, nag-wait, tapos follow the game plan, ganun lang talaga.
Paano kayo nag-usap-usap ng mga locals? Kasi mas maganda rin yung pinakita yung collective effort among you, the locals.
Sinabi ko sa kanila na kung gusto natin manalo, umabot sa next round, dapat mag-contribute talaga tayo.
We see Lovey here. Meron ka pa bang ibang gusto pang pasalamatan, Roger?
Binabati ko family ko, nanood ngayon, wife, Lovelyn, Lovey, Rain, tsaka tito-tita ko, Tito Andro, Tita Gigi, nanood din galing Australia. Lahat ng TNT fans, salamat sa inyo. Sa Cebu pala, Bacosmo family, Pogoy family, Portes family.
Once again, that's Roger Pogoy. At this point, let's hear it from Coach Chot Reyes.
We now open our post-game press conference. Coach Shot, congratulations. A hard-fought victory. Ball's numbers, nandun, Coach. But what can you say about how the locals stepped up, not just offensively, but even getting the job done on defense?
Yeah, I think this is the first game, the whole conference, that we had those three other guys in double figures. Hindi magsabay-sabay na magandang laro ni Calvin, Roger, and Jason, who are really our three vets, our three mainstays. So this is the first time that the three of them got off to a double figure output. So as long as we can get that kind of help around ball, then we give ourselves better chances of winning.
Silly.
Welcome back to our 50th Commissioner's Cup live chat party here on our One Sports YouTube channel presented by TapTap. Ang ating final score in the first quarterfinals matchup na nakita natin dito sa Commissioner's Cup, TNT takes the win against NLEX 96-93. What a game that was. Hard fought up until the very end. Kitang-kita naman natin that both these teams really wanted to move on. Fell short here today as TNT was able to maintain their composure in the dying minutes of this game. At kanina pa natin inuulit-ulit that TNT really needs local support to be able to help their import ball, and that's what we got from the locals of TNT today. That's why they were able to pull off the win. Our best player of the game is RR Pugoy with 15 points, 12 in the third quarter alone, hitting 5 out of 10 from the field and with 3 steals. And you know what? An interesting fact is, hindi pa natatalo ng NLEX ang TNT when they meet each other in the playoffs. And so far, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang record na yan. But of course, NLEX does have the twice to beat advantage dahil sila ang top team coming out of the elimination. So magtatapat ulit ang NLEX at TNT on Saturday, and NLEX will still have the chance to rewrite history in that matchup. Let's check out some of the stats from this game. NLEX actually had good stats when it comes to rebounding and assists. Lamang sila dyan. Pero dito talaga umarangkada ang TNT because with their steals, they were able to get 9-3. Points of turnovers, 22-8. There was a stark difference on this front. And NLEX was really hurt by their turnovers tonight. That is 20-10 compared to TNT. And that is the story of the game. So it was a big win para dito sa TNT to keep their hopes alive to move on to the semifinals here in the Commissioner's Cup. Let's check out some of the top players. Para dito sa TNT, they were led by Ball with 34 points, Oftana with 19, and Pugoy with 15. So nakuha talaga ang local support na hinahanap ng TNT in this game. And para naman dito sa NLEX, they were led by Lalaine with 17. Bolik, who unfortunately fouled out in the fourth quarter, had 15, and Torres had 14. Now let's check out the highlights from the second half. In the third quarter, RR Pugoy with a post-up move gets that to go on Robert Bolik. But Bolik, gaganti agad, gets one over Pugoy right away. And game is still close at this point in the third quarter. Bolik once again lays it up over Ball. But then Ball answers back, step back 3. Easy for him, and then Ball gets that big block, sends it over to Castro for a fast break layup. NLEX down by 3 at this point. Lumamang na ang TNT by 7 here in the third, and Gonzalez hits a 3-pointer, trying to keep things close. Moving on to the final quarter, Tambatak strikes for TNT, and then Lalaine finds the opening, backing up on Ball and slams it down. Ball, of course, hindi magpapatalo. Strong attack. Again, unstoppable at the hoop. Jason Castro, another local performer para dito sa TNT, pulls up from 3. He had 9 in their last game, pero ngayon, gumante si Jason Castro. And Shawnee Winston with an end one. Torres also making his presence felt para dito sa NLEX with a pull-up jumper. Now, Ball will make one free throw. This is a 1-point lead para sa NLEX. LJ will try to hit a 4-pointer to get NLEX back in the game, but it is an air ball. Jason Castro turns the ball over. And NLEX will try to make their move here. But Shawnee will miss this jumper that was a potential game winner in the last 10 seconds. Ball at the line, and ito yung nagpanalo dito sa TNT. Sinks both free throws. Lalaine makes a final long bomb attempt, but Ball stops that, and that is a win. Para dito sa TNT, it was a close-fought game, but TNT will take a 3-point win against the NLEX Road Warriors. Now, before we move on to our second game, time for some quick shoutouts. Hi sa Marcelo TNT fans. I'm sure happy kayo ngayon. Mian June from Cagayan Valley in Nueva Vizcaya. Hi to the Mangkal fam from San Isidro, Pampanga. Hi to Dane, Zane, and Amera. Hi to Michael, also cheering for TNT. Rodel, also for TNT. Mga happy, masasaya ang mga TNT fans ngayon. Hi to Romel, Andan, and family. Jewel, also cheering for TNT. Jansen, TNT fan daw siya forever. Bral Alcantara, hello. Luis from Bacolod. Berto from Laguna. Doddy from Florida, USA. And Joseph from Doha, Qatar. Now, we will see these two teams battling it out once again on Saturday, May 16 in Ares Center, Antipolo. Do or die na ito. NLEX will waste away their twice to beat advantage in this loss here today. So it will be an exciting matchup. Abangan po natin yan. And our next PBA live chat, kasama niyo pa rin ako mamaya. Meralco kontra Magnolia Hotshots, 7:30 p.m. That is also happening at the Anares Center, Antipolo. Now, sa mga nanonood from around the world and kung kailangan niyo magpadala ng pera dito sa Pilipinas, para sa mabilis, safe at sulit na padalove to the Philippines, download TapTapSend, the trusted remittance best friend of OFWs worldwide. For the latest in the world of sports, follow One Sports on YouTube, Facebook, X, Reddit, Instagram, and on TikTok. Once again, my name is Carla Lizardo. Tutok lang kayo dito sa One Sports because our next game is coming right up.